Goodness.
Stoners, tighten your straps.
Matt treated the two stoners for their beautiful Christmas gift.
Yep.
You guys look good.
A deeper Christmas gift.
We wanted to get you Minion shirts, but
There was only one site that would give you guys Minion shirts, and it was in Southeast Asia, and I didn't trust it, to be honest.
I support
It would have taken like 4 weeks. Well, you didn't just get beat on an ice cream maker from Europe.
What happened?
I got beat for $100. I was going to start making weed ice cream, and I spent $100 on an ice cream maker. Dude, haven't gotten it. It's shut down. I got scammed.
Where in Europe was it from?
I have no idea. I just had one of those nonsense phone numbers, like 23 period ellipses 4456. Like, okay,
One of their made up numbers.
yeah, it's just some bullshit.
They should have gone with us on that.
They don't even know if they're like a country or they're like, are we all a country? Yeah. They're fucked up. Europe's going back into a dark age.
Yes.
Yeah, they were really. They're going back to their roots in the Middle Ages of just being an absolute waste of space. They spent like a good 600 years when you know it, dude. When Islam was spreading and Europe was just like,
Yeah.
They literally didn't have money. Like they had no money. They didn't even. Nobody had any coin. The government didn't have coins. And they're like, sorry guys. Like the Arabs are fucking killing us. And I'm like, all right, well, let's go take their shit. Dude.
Step it up. Kick them out. Get them out of Spain. Make the fucking Hungarians fight them off and the Polacks.
Yeah,
those must have been some good battles.
The Hungarians and the Polacks?
Yeah, yeah.
Just a battle of square heads, dude.
Yeah.
My head's larger and more square than yours. Blasphemy.
Yes. Oh, Gay Billy's calling you.
Oh, shit.
Straight Billy. Sorry.
Sorry.
Yo, chill. We have with us today our guest, one half of the Coward Hour podcast with friend of the podcast, Barn Dog Kark.
Barn Dog Kark, dude.
And today we have Nick Oldershaw.
What's up,
everybody.
guys?
Woo.
Hey. That's it, man. I don't know. I've never, we don't play podcast to video. Hey.
What's up, guys? Hey.
What's up,
guys? Before the show, he's like, yo, I know how to do podcasts. I've been doing it for 2 years.
A little about me.
Here's our guest. Hey. Damn, dude.
Instantly, little Nicky's out there. I'm from the deep south.
Hey. But no, Nick's starting the Baltimore scene.
Yeah.
So I've known Nick for a long time.
When we met at that Magooby's open mic.
We did meet. You mean Crick?
Yeah, he introduced me because I didn't Crick. Yes. I think I booked him on a show, and you wanted to fight me that night because I told. Yeah.
How do you think you handled yourself?
I thought it was fine.
I don't even remember what it was.
What happened?
I just remember being like, "This kid sucks."
You told me that you had just been opening for Louis Anderson. And I was
I
like,
just opened for him.
Yeah, and I was like, "Oh, that makes sense. You look like him."
That couldn't have been it. No,
that was it.
That was one. Of course, your story is you got a good burn, and I was mad. It wasn't like, "Who's this arrogant pussy?" That's what I was thinking.
I'm sure that was all. I'm sure I said
this fucking guy.
That was the thing that made you ask me if I wanted to go outside and fight you.
So you pulled his pigtails.
There's no chance.
Yeah, absolutely.
You met Shane and pulled his pigtails.
All right, what do you think I did?
I think I vaguely remember it, but I can promise you there's almost no way someone was like, yeah, you look like Louis Anderson, and I was like, I'll kick your ass. Like that was the first time someone's been like, you know what you look like?
All right, I guess we just remember things differently.
So you were like, take it outside. You're like, take it.
And you know me, I'm a big, let's take this outside.
Well, no, because
first off, we were outside.
No,
we were sitting outside.
No, but then we went patio. Inside. To fucking we met outside of the patio.
Inside to fight. Let's take this inside.
Went inside, and I was like, "Let's get the fuck back out there." Nobody calls me Louis Anderson.
I could have sworn that's what it was, but all I remember is I said that and then started talking to somebody else, and I looked back at you, and you hadn't stopped looking at me, and then you asked me.
So now at this point, he's obsessed with you.
Yeah, he loves me.
Hey, look, don't take it out on me because you started bad. I'm trying to promote your podcast.
I know, you're right.
Look, don't forget I'm doing you a favor right now.
Huge favor.
You're going up in podcasts right now.
Wood kept reminding me of that the whole time we were waiting for our food. I went to go get Benihana with Wood before the show because I was just like, I was in Cherry Hill seeing a friend, and he was like, he's like, you want to go get Benihana? And I was like, sure, why not? Mm-hmm. Food never showed up. I just like sat there and like delicately Wood ordered for me.
Yeah.
It's very hot.
You don't know the Woodman well enough.
Yeah, dude.
So he ordered.
Never let that guy take control of the situation.
Wood completely took control. He ordered
Yeah.
my soup for me. He ordered my meals for me. So I'm just like sitting there daintily eating soup. Yeah, dude.
Well, you only get like 2 options there. It's like, do you want the rice or not? And you're like, yeah.
He ordered for you? Like you didn't say he wasn't.
Well, I have my phone is. I don't have service on my phone and my screen's cracked. So like I couldn't. The menus are all. I'm living really below the poverty line.
Were you guys like getting the full experience, or were you guys just?
We were trying to. But we waited 30 minutes for a black Benihana chef, which I didn't agree with at all.
Whoa. Hold on. I don't know what you think this podcast is.
Time out.
I've never been to a Benihana where the whole staff was not, authentic.
They brought in the sushi trot.
That's more like it.
That's all I meant.
Authentic,
dude.
They had the sushi trotters on you.
Dude, I saw Black Hulk Hogan on the drive-in.
Stop.
You ever see him?
No.
Yeah, I think he's like kind of famous in the area. He's
Where
just
is
a
he
black
at?
dude that always dresses like Hulk Hogan. He was on Allegheny.
What?
Yeah.
How long has he been doing that?
I don't know. I know I've seen him. It's just a wild black dude that's always in literally the Hulkamania hat and the blonde Fu Manchu and blonde long hair, and he walks around in like a cutoff. Lemaire, you see him right now? He's pretty great. Doesn't matter.
So
it was just a nice
that's
sighting.
pretty crazy.
And then, how great is this? Sorry to cut off the
No,
Benihana
go ahead.
story. How good is it when you get in like a road rage altercation, and then you guys both laugh?
Yeah.
It's nice. There was a black lady on the corner, and I guess I was going too slow through the light because she wanted to walk across.
For her, yeah.
And she was like, she did like that to me, and while I was driving by, I was like, and I made them run. Her and her boyfriend started running around laughing. It was great. And I was just in the rear view like, oh, look at that.
You hit her you gave her a face back.
Yeah. It's nice. It's a fun time.
So fucking fun.
Made them run from the car.
Did you like speed up at all? Or like what was?
No, I made them run laughing.
Oh, I got
Like
you.
they were like, oh.
Oh,
like
cheat
that.
code.
Yeah,
You pulled a cheat. Yeah, I see what you
it's
did.
great.
I thought you.
Oh, made them run across it like I sped up.
I mocked her, and then they ran. I'm like,
You can't make a
No, you knew the
black
only-
person run across the street.
True.
The only way to
They're
make
playing chicken. They're ready to die every time they cross the street.
That's so
They're like, I
fucking.
dare you to speed up.
The only way to make a black person move is to make them laugh. Is to just have them like Def Jam Wild Out.
Yes.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that's what happened. Just hit her with it. They started laughing. I was smiling too. We had a nice time. It was nice.
man. So you're at Benihana. You storm out because the chef's black. I don't agree with that.
No, hold up. No, Wood felt bad. I was like, I think I'm gonna be late. He's like, nah, dude, Shane's gonna be fine. Like, he's doing this for you. It's a big favor. And I'm like, all right. I'm like, okay.
Of course.
That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I'll just text him that I'm gonna be late. He's like, I think you should actually leave right now. And I was like, you just said it was fine.
I don't want to leave now.
That's
That's just like a big opportunity.
He stopped like making eye contact with me. He just like started like giving me directions while like looking into his
Yeah.
lap.
It's funny. He's like, the podcast gets up to like 150 on iTunes. You're gonna want to hurry up and not miss out on this.
So he told me, he's like, I'm gonna get your food. He's like, I'll deliver your food to you later. I'm like, where? Where are we gonna fucking meet up? So I guess has my Benihana food right now in some kind of container.
So you guys ordered Benihana takeout?
No. We were
went
we were
in.
ready to like get the
Full
fucking
experience.
onion volcano and everything. Yeah. And like get served.
He
and
was
stuff.
like, he ordered for you and then ordered you to leave.
yeah, it was really fucking weird. I mean,
You might have to suck wood. It's just hot, dude. He basically 50 Shades of Grey to you.
it
True.
really, I was trying to like figure out his intentions the whole time. Like I was really in my head about it.
You can't. You really can't. You guys have hung out. I know he did your podcast.
Yeah,
but that
via
wasn't in person.
Zoom, yeah, just via Zoom.
Have you guys? This is the first time you've ever hung out.
First hangout with Wood.
God, dude.
Well, I mean, he's a good like. What I like about him is he's like an intense texter. So it's like, okay, cool. This guy like gets down to
Yeah,
it.
he is
Very intense.
Yeah, you'll get some paragraphs.
You'll get some length. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was way. Yeah, we walked around Harbor Freight. He like took me around Harbor Freight.
So you guys went on a date.
Absolutely, yeah,
date.
dude. That's what he said the whole time. Is that he's like this? He's like, I've only ever done this exact thing with women.
Wood was trying to fuck you. No shade on the Woodman, but it's a pandemic. You gotta do what you gotta do.
I'm from California, dude. I'm progressive. I'm cool. Like I'm fine.
Yeah.
Wood's a funny guy.
Damn, dude, that's what's up. He's
It
about to
was
stick
sick.
his dick in the onion volcano, dude. He's about the big sausage onion volcano, dude.
Damn.
So you
Well, that's
guys
good.
went on a date, and then
What time
he was
did the
like,
date start?
"Leave."
Well, he was like, meet me at Benihana at 2 o'clock.
Sorry, I'm thinking of all the people, like the mechanics who listen to oral presentations, like, what the fuck? What?
Not my sweetheart would. He wouldn't do anything like
What's
that.
out in New Jersey trying to fuck guys?
You guys planned it for 2 o'clock, so you were both, I would imagine, got there at 2:30.
No, I'm prompt.
You are punctual.
I'm punctual. Wood is not.
Showed
up late, but we couldn't. But we had to make a reservation for 2. Like they wouldn't just let us sit down. They had to like timetable it. So we did he's like, let's do a round at Harbor Freight. Let's look at the knives. So we went and looked at the knives.
All right, so now I was going to kill you. I thought right. Fuck you.
Dude, I don't know. It was a really. I think he's a nice guy, but it was a confusing experience.
Wood's very, very nice.
No,
but again, you can't let him dictate the activities because you'll end up walking around a harbor looking at knives. You'll do things that sound funny on paper until you're walking outside like.
And he wouldn't let me pay for my food.
Really?
Yeah, he wouldn't let me pay for it because the whole thing. He's like, I'm an older comic. This is what I have to do to you. I was like, it was fucking weird, dude.
Oh, you can't report him on saying corny stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right, you're right.
No,
holy fuck. He literally told me not to say that.
I bet.
Oh fuck.
He was probably like, don't tell anyone I just said that.
Oh my god.
He said he was an older comic. You've been doing it longer than him. Significantly.
But he's older than me. He's 33.
It's true.
Shit, this was a weird date. You're right. This was absolutely some like chicken hawk. Like this was weird.
Yeah, Wood groomed you.
He did.
He groomed you.
I'm fine with it, dude.
Yeah,
he's a cool guy.
So you're out in L.A. How long ago did you move there?
Fuck, man. I moved there like what? Shit, the beginning of 2016. Like coming up on 5 years.
Yeah. Now I listen to Coward Hour. It's one of the few podcasts I listen to. It's very funny. You in the barn, and you are homeless.
No,
you're still homeless?
Homeless.
Now, I also would like this for the record because obviously the first comment you made about me getting mad about Louis Anderson hasn't left my mind. For the record, wait till you hear this guy's fucking lifestyle, and then let's see whose memory is more, trustworthy.
What are you talking about? What, the drugs or the? Where do you want me to dive in,
this
buddy?
Homeless, drug-riddled fucking maniac.
I'm telling you, I remember this.
Okay, sure.
And look how mad you're getting about me even just. I think that I'm telling you, dude.
Look at that. Not shaking at all, dude. Cool as a cucumber, baby.
I guess it's true. I don't know.
Can't even tell you how much I don't care.
I was homeless before I started the podcast.
Really?
Yeah, I was homeless for like 6 months, because I just couldn't pay rent, and my friends were like, "You got to go," and I was like, "All right, I'm going." And then I just bunkered down in my car. But I would
in L.A.
Yeah, in L.A.
Barely home.
What? What
it's kind of that's a field trip, bro.
Do you think?
Did you have an LA Fitness membership?
I had a Planet Fitness membership. So
so you can shower?
Yeah, every day, and pizza on Mondays.
That sounds exactly like a field trip. And
so you're just buzzing around.
I mean, but I guess the reality compared to my expectation of where I thought I'd be my second year, it was different. But I don't know, man. I mean, I think I dated more people than any other year there when I was homeless because I was trying to grift my way into rooms and beds. Yeah. I dated a girl for 2 months when I was homeless, and she had no idea I was homeless.
What?
Yeah, I would just show up really sweaty from just sitting in my car all day waiting for it to be 5 o'clock or whatever I could go to her house. Just knock on the door and be like, "Hey, I just got back from the gym. Can I shower here?"
I just hit the planet.
Yeah,
that's actually exactly what my dad does. He goes to Planet Fitness. He goes to the Y and Planet Fitness just to shower.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
Yeah, that's borderline gay.
Yeah, I didn't want to say it.
He does showering with the fellas.
Does he really?
Showers,
you gotta miss it, man.
Goes to the shower or goes to the Y to shower.
You gotta miss it, man.
Getting
naked with your boys. I mean, that was a fun thing they all did, and they took it away from them, and it's that's something I regret got lost on our generation.
Naked with the boys?
Just getting naked with the boys. Post basketball, all right, let's go get naked together. Just for no reason. Let's all get naked.
Yeah, they made me do that in middle school. Did you guys have that in your school yet?
We had it in high school, yeah. But, yeah. There was a guy who used to enforce, if you didn't take a shower, he would, make you get in there.
It's the same guy. Yeah. Coach Hinkle. Yeah, holy fuck, dude.
Yeah.
It was weird. And then he didn't get caught, but two of the coaches went to jail, one for stealing and one for, possessing child pornography.
Really?
Yeah, at my middle school.
Get you on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I wonder how prolific they are at getting people with child porn. What do you think the number of people with that get caught?
It seems like maybe less than half. I feel like it's way more prevalent.
I bet it's like they only catch like 1%.
Really?
I bet dudes
Spud hit me with the fact that
stack it.
They said like 25% of people look at child porn. I could be misquoting him, but they were saying like of New Jersey.
Accidentally?
They checked out the numbers on who was looking at child porn in New Jersey alone, and they were like, dude, that's like 25% of the population. Again, maybe misquoting, but it was something like staggeringly high.
And this is like intentional, like looking, not like accidental Pornhub upload.
Yeah,
I don't know that I can't say.
I could get hit with that. I could be on Pornhub and be like, this girl looks young as shit. This is great.
Yeah.
Like, man, I can't believe this fucking 18-year-old looks 12.
That's why I don't
JK?
That's why I don't fuck with dude. That's why I don't fuck with nubiles porn.
You don't fuck with nubiles? No, those are professionals, dude. Nubiles is very well done.
They go.
I trust those
they
men.
Push the limits. There was one time I was like, oh, okay, that's enough.
I trust
man.
the people behind nubiles.
You trust their scene selection? Like,
I
you look 12. Get in here. What? Nubiles, they hit me with one person one time that I just went, oh, no.
Yeah, they'll hit you with some pigtails and braces every once in a while.
That's
let's slow down with the child aspect of it.
Yeah, I get all. That's all right.
Although it is called nubile, like it is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why I got off the train.
I watched pornography this week.
Did you really?
And there was a guy. You ever see like when they do like any of the casting things where the guys talking is just way like, let me get a look at your pussy. Oh wow, look at that.
Yeah.
Like he's like, I don't know.
Can I worship that asshole?
Yeah, it was just it was crazy. It was crazy. I had to stop because of the audio of the porn.
Oh yeah, I can't.
Well, I haven't watched porn with sound. I like watched porn with sound on for the first time like a couple months ago. And I was like, holy fuck! I just never watch it with sound on because my walls in my house are thin. I live with like 5 other guys. I don't like they can hear
headphones, bro.
Yeah,
I'm not living that.
Headphones are risky.
Yeah, they are.
Headphones, you can never hear a knock.
True.
Yeah, watching porn with headphones on gives me like the same feelings I would get when I was like on too much acid and I couldn't tell how in touch with reality I was. Do you know what I'm saying? Like at any moment somebody come like barging through your door.
True.
Right.
And you're just like, oh.
I'm sorry, dude. I was in my goon station.
Yeah, that's. Have you been caught by your roommates? While you were homeless, were you cranking them in the car?
True, that's the million.
Oh, you must have been.
Where do homeless people jerk off?
Dude, in their car. It fucked me up for a minute because like, you know, like it's a sex crime if you get caught and like no joke, like, and also like cops, you're not supposed to sleep in your car in LA. So like I'd had encounters where like I would like be under the blankets and cops were like shining a flashlight through the windows of my car. Yeah, but like, trying to like rub one out while there's like headlights coming, and then like, it's like, those are some of the best.
Before you hang out with your girlfriend who doesn't know you're homeless.
Oh man.
Well, you can't be over there like every night. But those were some of the comes, some of like the down to the wire comes in the car were better than the comes with the girlfriend.
I bet, dude.
Wow, my current girlfriend's gonna see this. Fuck, it doesn't matter.
Is she?
Yeah, she probably is.
Nice. Yeah. Damn. So how hard were you like really trying to like wife these girls up? Like when you were homeless, were you like really pushing it? Like, why don't I stay over?
You must have loved them though.
Yeah, you must have all that security they offered.
Not at all, dude.
No,
really. See, that's and also too. I obviously that would suck being homeless anywhere. I was like, hell yes, nothing, dude. I'd be so if I have to like wait 2 hours between things in my car, I'm like.
Yeah, dude, just like literally just like hanging out like on 101-degree days in my car, just like waiting. Yeah,
wow.
Don't have money for gas all the time either. And it was at night, like my radio was fucked up. I didn't have cell phone service, so the only station I would get was like the religious channel down in Culver City.
Nice.
And I got like way too into like I got way too Christian when I was homeless. I was like,
I'll do it.
Up at 3 a.m. listening to like Alistair Begg and like the Kingdom Man show. I was like, I'm like this because I'm not a fucking Kingdom Man. I need to become a kingdom man.
You found God.
For a time, yeah.
No, and then you ditched him once you got a dwelling.
You were in a foxhole, dude. There's no atheists there.
It's true. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I don't know if I ditched God. I just like, I don't talk about it as much because it feels kind of gay.
Do you like God?
I kind of like God, yeah.
Hell yeah.
But I'm also like, I'm doing like potluck religion this year where I'm like, I'm into all of it.
Fuck yeah. That's how you do it.
You don't like that one?
I don't like that spirituality. That's chick shit. You gotta be Catholic.
Well, that's what I tell Barn Dog.
Because like needs to be tradcad.
Nah,
tradcat.
He's really into like being a Lutheran, being like a wishy-washy Lutheran. Yeah,
being like a Protestant or
yeah.
what is it called? Like an Episcopalian.
Protestants.
Being like a devout Episcopalian. No, what's an Episcopalian?
Protestant.
Yeah, they like Protestants.
What are they just like?
Basically, every Christianity that's not Catholic is Protestant.
Gotcha.
Yeah, even Calvinists. I guess they are. I don't know.
I'm into cyanetics right now.
What's that?
What?
Cyanetics is the study of how matter responds to sound. So did you ever see like when they put those things up and they hit it
in like speakers?
Yeah, well they put like sand on a paper and they hit
Yeah.
it with like 428 hertz or like God forbid 528.
Can't even imagine 528.
It's crazy. Dude, that's a god frequency. So they take on different shapes when you do that, and then some people say is that our matter is a response to sound, and we've arranged in a certain pattern. So we're basically like the manifestation of sound in the universe. Pretty tight. It's the stuff I get into.
Isn't the universe silent? Go out of space, dude.
Yeah, I mean you can't hear it. Doesn't mean there's no sound, bro. You know what I mean? We can't hear dog whistles.
Well, like,
I can hear him. I can always hear a dog whistle. Can anybody not hear a dog whistle?
I don't think I've ever heard a
I
dog
think I
whistle.
can always hear it. It's just a
Really?
really low frequency.
Really?
Yeah.
What's it sound like?
I don't know. It'd be very tough to
To do it?
Yeah, it just sounds like a very low like.
No, it's high.
Yeah, but I mean it's like quiet is what I'm trying to say,
Oh,
not a
okay,
low
okay.
frequency.
Talking about the air coming through the dog whistle?
Nope. I promise you can hear dog.
You can hear the
whistles.
dog whistle.
I mean, I'm part dog. I'm a little dog. Maybe they don't make them two cats like y'all.
True. But yeah, Tradcath kind of rules.
Well, I mean, that's what I like. Like, the parts of Christianity I like are like the Catholic parts. Like, just like the cool, like the fucking the buildings. That's
Yeah,
like, that's the
buildings
sickest
rule.
part.
True.
Yeah, when you're homeless, you love those buildings.
Yeah.
Go hang out in like archways and steps. You just lay there.
Yeah, like you can stay here. You're like,
How fucking sweet these archways are that I'm sleeping in. Just jerking your dick off.
they're like, come here, we have a room for that, please. Come on.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah.
How are your parents? Are they like
Oh, they have
shitty?
no idea that happened.
Are they like nice, good people?
Yeah, they're nice, good people.
Oh,
yeah,
what are you doing being homeless?
I'm not going to ask them for money.
Hell yeah, dude.
I mean, of course, but
So what if they find you being homeless?
knock it off.
Do they just like call your parents and ship you home? Like, get the fuck out of here.
No, they send you to jail. What do you mean?
What would they do? Would they call your parents and be like, get out of here? You're going back home.
What do you mean, Matt? I was
With the California police, if they caught you being homeless, being like, do you have nice, honest parents?
Yes.
You'd be like, yes.
Oh,
Like,
right.
You're going home.
Probably.
No
yeah.
more open mics. You have to go home. Your desire to do open mics is a hindrance on the city at this point. Go home.
We're shipping you home.
Yeah. What'd your parents think? They
have-
you were just living.
Oh, yeah, they thought I was doing great.
Yeah, I could get away with being homeless.
I called them.
I mean, they wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, for sure.
I would call
my parents
them-
didn't see where I lived for like 7-8 years of my life.
Yeah,
they
my
never
parents
saw
did.
one of my houses.
For sure.
That's a good way to keep it.
Yeah.
That's how you want it.
Yeah, I didn't want them in there.
I told him I was like taking acting classes while I was like sweating with my shirt off in my car. I was like, yeah, I signed up for UCB.
Nice, dude.
Yeah.
And then now, I know one of your money-getting strategies
Oh
from
my
your podcast is just checking into hospitals and letting them do experiments on you.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, isn't that what
I was trying to think of a better way but that's pretty
You
much
call
what
it
happens.
a hospital jail.
Hospital jail, dude. Because let me tell you something.
Yeah,
There's a
tell the people, because I was listening to this like, holy shit, dude, Nick is fucked up.
So you get paid by like studies and stuff,
yeah.
like skin creams and shit.
No, dude, I'm getting shots, dude.
Takes like shots and like pills, like
No, they fucked up. Well, the first one I did, it got me off the streets. All right, I'm very grateful to hospital jail, not only for the warm, Vietnamese nurses
nice.
that I definitely think of as my own family, but also for like the regiment and that it provided my life. No, but when I was like, it's like I made $10,000, like donating my spinal fluid, which I wouldn't recommend.
10 grand.
Yeah, $10,000. I was in there for a month, and then like that got me back on my feet.
So you sold your spinal fluid.
Well, they took it from me. That wasn't what they were doing.
Yeah, you didn't bring it in.
Yeah. No, so I went in, I was testing this anti-schizophrenia medication.
Nice.
Like they just wanted to see and it's like, I look at it this way. It's like how much vague brown Molly have I done in my life that like, I'm fine.
Yeah.
So like there are doctors in charge of this. It's probably fine.
Yeah.
So
Was it just you and other homeless?
nah, it's actually all walks of life in
It's
there.
just
Shane.
really?
Yeah, I think it's kind of a melting pot in hospital jail.
It's just like all businessmen.
Yeah.
No, it's a lot of guys who won't give up the PS4. A lot of certain types of guys who are too loud. What am I doing, man? I don't know. I'm on Matt and Shane, and I'm like, let's get spicy. I don't know what
this
the
is
fuck.
great.
All right, okay. But yeah, I was in there.
Great.
That
Won't give up the PS4. What are you talking about?
nothing. Never mind.
You should explain it.
Just I have like a bunch of files on my phone of like loud black guys in hospital jail who just like were just like playing Xbox Live like in the middle of procedures.
What's hospital jail?
Hospital jail are medical studies, dude. Matt,
Okay.
follow me.
There's
Matt,
Xbox though?
Now you know how it feels, dude. I finally brought in another crazy person. You're like, wait, what are you talking about?
I know. I didn't know there was an Xbox. I'm saying, like, where's the
Yeah,
Xbox?
there's fucking Xboxes and stuff like in
they
hospital
keep
jail.
you-
Yeah, they keep Xboxes there.
Oh, I thought you just roll in, get the cream, and
I
leave.
could easily hospital jail.
No, yeah.
Xbox for a month?
Well, you'd have a tough time getting it away from some of the guys, but yeah, if you could fight them.
Bunch of dudes
So
without
it's
spinal
like-
fluid. Just like,
So it's kind of like the phones in prison. The Xbox is like the phones in prison. You got to be like tough to like command the phone.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah.
Damn.
But
so you just get big brothered. You got to be like, can I play next? The doctor said I could play next.
they're like,
They just hand you a fake controller.
Wait, did you form up with anyone else from like your race? Did
Yeah,
you
was
get
there
in-
like an Aryan
no.
Brotherhood in the hospital?
that would have been sick, but no, I'm a lone wolf every time. Nah, but so what they did, what really sucked is they bought, so to measure the effective, I don't know what the fuck they were doing, but they were doing something. I promise you they were doing something to me. And they would take this anti-schizophrenia medication, which made me kind of schizophrenic. I had some weird hallucinations.
Really?
And then they were like measuring it in our spinal fluid, which was like, so like, I would get a lumbar puncture, which like is what pregnant ladies get to like administer the epidural.
Dude.
And the first one went fine, and then they did another one at the end, and that one fucked up. So they just like left a hole like in my spine that like, so like your spinal fluid circulates. It's what keeps your brain from hitting your skull, and when that happens, it really fucking hurts. It hurts a lot. And so all my spinal fluid was like leaking out of my skull and just like into my like, I don't know, my legs and my ass, I guess. I don't know.
Nice.
And they couldn't get the hole patched up. So like for a week after I was at a hospital, like the first episode we recorded a Coward Hour, I was laying in Barn Dog's bed.
Ooh, I didn't even think about this. Yeah, we'll get to it. Sorry, go ahead.
And we didn't release it, but yeah, like for like a week and a half, I just like couldn't, if I stood up, my brain would hit my skull, and it, yeah, it really sucked, dude. But you
so
know,
you got like a bunch of concussion. That's just a concussion.
is that a
A concussion is just your brain hitting your skull.
if I have CTE, that explains so
They
the side
also,
effects of that.
yeah, for real. They also probably wanted to see what happens if someone had no spinal fluid. You probably were part of a deeper study. Like, oh yeah, it's anti-schizophrenia. They probably gave you some like weird stimulant and then took all your spinal fluid, and we're like, we'll see what happens.
See what happens to this guy.
I guess that's probably
You
true.
seem all right.
Yeah, I feel fine.
Yeah, you seem sharp.
I think I'm better than I was when I met you. I think whatever, like,
Yeah.
like, if, you know what I mean?
Boy, I'd say so. Humbled you out a little.
I would say I've
you
definitely
got a
been-
little humbled out, which is nice.
Definitely been humbled by my time out west, which I'm
I
also
think it's
aware.
going
dude.
up now, though.
You think so?
Yeah, I think things are looking up.
I hope so, man.
Yeah,
I don't know.
okay.
I live in the day. That like I can't get too excited about anything anymore.
That's how you gotta do it, man.
I'm telling you.
Loving that, dude.
He was like, "Oh, I can't wait to meet Matt." I was like, "You guys are gonna be fine.
Oh yeah,
You guys are
dude.
gonna get along."
This is a good boy. This is a good origin story, dude.
Yeah.
It's a sick origin story.
Hole. He's got spinal fluid leaking.
Did they patch up your spine?
Yeah, I think it's fine now. I'm sitting here talking to you, right? Like
Is this true?
Yeah, but this is
Yeah.
how long ago did this take place? Like 2 years, 3 years.
2 years
Oh
ago.
yeah, you're good. Yeah.
You could be
I'm
really
fine.
fucked up. Like this could take a little. And you're young.
Yeah.
How old
True.
are you?
I'm 27.
Yeah. You could. Yeah, you're in trouble. Yeah. What other things did you do at hospital? Because I know you went. How many times would you?
I like to go.
How often have you gone?
I mean, I go whenever I want to make a little, like whenever I want to make like $5,000 in like a week, I'll sign up.
How long do you chill there for?
Like a week at the most. The first one was like a month, but like, you know, you go for a week, hang out. I know all the nurses there. We're like friends. I'm like friends with the doctors.
How many? Like what? And a lot of times it's just pills that they're testing.
A lot of times just pills. Sometimes the pills like get you high. It's kind of nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you ever think about wearing scrubs?
Just like
Show
showing
in
up.
scrubs. Yeah, you can legally wear them there.
I would kind of. It's weird. You do get like weird Stockholm syndrome where I'm like, I would like a job here. Like it would like which would be. I don't know if that's ever happened or if it's even allowed to happen, but I would love to work there.
Just make the transfer.
Yeah.
Just be a career changer. Yeah. You go to medical school. I'm like, I'm just career changing from getting studied.
being a guinea pig.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you can go make a couple G's.
Yeah, just like that. When money's tight. It's nice because like I don't have to fucking. I'm good with money now. I'm way better than I was. and I don't have to like get a job that I fucking hate. I just like sit on money.
Yeah.
So it's nice.
Get studied up. My friend used to go. He was addicted to heroin, but he would go get like he would go get skin creams and like just fucking break out everywhere.
Really?
And just come back. Yeah, he'd be like, oh, they just rubbed this shit on me today. You have to go in. He only got like a couple $100. He wasn't really getting paid.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you're not spending the night, I always spend the night at hospital jail. If you're not spending the night, you're getting chump change.
So you can't get a hold of the Xbox. That's kind of bothering me. I want to see you go in there and command the Xbox.
You gotta wake up early.
And get to the Xbox? No, I don't want it
early
that bad.
bird that.
They've only got like, I don't play like NBA or any of those games. They don't have any games I want to play.
Don't have
Bring a game.
They don't have white dork games.
No, dude.
You gotta get a Final Fantasy in there. You gotta sneak one in.
That'd be insane for me to just start like a 70-hour RPG.
Yeah,
Hospital jail.
that's what Barn Dog tried to do. Did he ever tell you that when we commandeered his PlayStation?
Oh, I've
Dude,
heard. Yeah.
that was scarring for the barn, dude. I didn't even realize how scarring that
It'd be
was.
so hard to play an RPG with a bunch of like Bluetooth conversations going on. Like, oh my god, he's in here playing his fucking Zelda, bro.
you would get destroyed.
Bro, he's in there playing his fucking Zelda, his gay ass Zelda shit. You're like, hey, stop! I'm playing.
Hey guys, you know,
Oh, bro, I'm trying to play live. He's playing his motherfucking Zelda, bro.
the dudes like if all you had that spinal thing, the dudes like just collapse like marionettes, like occasionally.
Yeah.
Standing there like, talk, you motherfucker.
Yeah, that has happened a couple times.
Really?
But
Yeah.
Dude, they just have side effects where they just like go down. Like,
Fuck.
but never me, dude.
True.
Never me.
Well, you had an extensive. You were doing some drugs before this.
Yeah,
Before
yeah.
hospital jail, you were an
I call
experienced.
it. It's like weight training for your brain. You know what I mean? Like just like taking like 5 tabs and being like, all right, parents are home. Let's see if I can sweat this out. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Yeah, dude.
How'd that go? I would have crumbled, dude.
I never got caught. They never knew.
Really?
Yeah.
What would you talk
I
about?
wonder how many times. First off, I guarantee your parents were like, "He's homeless." like 2 days in, they were like, "Nick's very homeless." And every time you were high on acid, they're like, "He's high off his ass." You'd be there with like your shirt off, just like, "Hello, mom and dad."
What's your go-to convo starter with your parents when you're on acid?
Hi.
No, I would just chill downstairs. I would rarely see them, or I would just say, or I would just hit them with that.
I would just walk by. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would do exactly how I started this episode. You're right.
Yeah. I've been high in front of my parents, and I'm bad at being high regardless.
Right.
Yeah.
It's never even, I can never, it's terrible.
Oh,
but
dude.
weed is so gay to my family that nobody even expects it.
Really?
You know, nobody suspects being high on pot.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Pot's the one that I can't do. Like when I
Yeah.
I can do acid and talk to people, but if I smoke pot, I'm like, I'm done. I have to go. I'm gonna like go to sleep or like hide from people. I don't know why that is.
Not these three. These boys, look at these 2 fucking space cadets over there.
Did you guys show off your sick uniforms yet?
Yeah, have you flipped the camera to show your sweet?
Flip the camera, show the boys, dude. Show them your discipline, dude.
You guys have to wear those.
Every single week.
We're going to check in with you. You have to wear those. Whoever can keep it on longer over the next few days wins $200.
True. We should do readiness
I
checks.
promise, and I will randomly FaceTime, and if you don't answer, you lose. And when I FaceTime, you have to have it on.
You're doing readiness checks like next to
Yes.
you. Like, ready? You have 30 seconds.
Yes.
Yes, master.
And whoever wins, whoever keeps it on the longest. I'm talking showers.
You know you have pockets for clips if you guys want to start bringing
If you
ammo
guys
with
do
you.
need,
If you guys want to start bringing ammo with you. And also, please tighten those straps. We can't have loose straps.
Straps get kind of loose. You can't really tighten them all the way.
I'll try.
do your best. Bad start.
That's the gift of discipline, dude.
Yes.
The gift. Oh, that's why I bought those shirts. That's why I bought those shirts, dude. You're always, every time you think it, you're just slipping a little bit. Always tighten up, dude. So, Nick, you're on acid. You're hanging out with your parents.
No, not really though.
So you would be in that. That's still being in the house.
Yeah, I lived at home, and I was like, I'm not going to stop doing acid. I have to keep combining Molly and acid in my parents' basement. Like,
for sure.
Fuck, that
know.
sounds
What
pretty
kind of
fun,
stuff
though.
would you do when you're in the basement on acid with the parents orbiting above you?
watch like
Oh.
watch like horror movies and shit.
What?
But yeah, I literally like was in the mindset of like I'm going to traumatize myself as much as possible to try to make my brain stronger.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Obviously paid
Yeah.
off.
Obviously, it paid
Oh,
off.
no,
But it did. Because like when like I swear to God, like the anxiety management that I learned of
Yeah.
just being like, okay, I'm going to be high for another 15 hours. I'm just going to count the hours down. Like, and if I feel like I'm going to freak out, I'm just going to like push those thoughts out. That got me through like 6 months of being homeless. Just like tunnel vision, everything's fine.
Dude, I'm telling you, I'll never forget. I think I was in the movie seeing Jumanji 2, and I was I was so high. I went to the bathroom. I'm like bugging out. I was just on a weed edible, but still, I'm bugging out, and I remember just being like, oh no, I'm fine. And I was like, huh. And just like that, I was fine. And I was like, can I be fine? I was like, yeah, I think you can be fine.
There's no chance I could be high in Jumanji 2.
Dude.
I'd be like, we're all retarded. This world is terrible. I saw Jumanji 1.
Did you really?
The Kevin Hart one.
Oh, how was that?
Terrible, dude.
I think
you saw Jumanji. I saw Jumanji 1
in the movies, I think.
I saw Jumanji in the movies in Boston when I called you and had a panic attack. I didn't know coffee gave you anxiety.
Oh God!
At this point, so I had a whole day to kill in Boston. So I had like $5 total. So I just sat in a Panera and pretended to be writing. I was playing like SimCity on like a website for 12 hours and just chugging iced coffee.
You're sitting there with like sciatica pain, just like,
dude, just crushing iced coffee. And then I was like, oh, I'll kill some time. I'll go see Jumanji. And got in and watched, and me and 4 other dudes saw like an afternoon matinee of Jumanji. Mm-hmm. These were all adults.
They just got released from
adult
hospital
wolves.
jail.
Absolutely. Yeah, that would kill me. And I was watching it just like, this is This is the worst shit I've ever seen in my life. And then I had to go to a show, and I like bombed and called Matt after. I was like, I think I quit this shit. I fucking hate this. Oh, and it was one of those where you bomb in another city.
Yeah.
Ah.
I've had this exact day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a hard coffee sesh.
I had no idea.
Just Jumanji and then a bomb.
Just Jumanji. And then a hard bomb in like a Boston open mic.
Oh, man, dude. Dude, that's brain training for sure.
That was brain training.
Yeah.
So what was like the deepest moment of bugging out, like watching horror movies on acid?
Well, I mean, I literally thought that I was dying like a couple times. And like, if you genuinely believe you're dying, it was like a death trip. Like, I'm sure that you know about death trips. I'm sure that you know about
When you're
death
about
trips.
you feel like you're about to die. The one time I had something like that was on like a quarter ounce of mushrooms, and I couldn't tell the difference between night or day. And I just got under the blankets, and it was just, I remember vaguely like seeing Jesus and being like, oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Being like, nice.
I remember I'd taken, I don't know if it was pure acid or I think it was a research chemical, but I had taken so much that like I couldn't keep water down. So like every time, so I'm literally just downstairs like discreetly throwing up, like just like drinking it like immediately. And every time I would throw up, like the fibers in the carpet downstairs like would like sprout up into these weird little like, I don't know, like pyramids that were like growing on top of each other, just like bug out every time I like heaved. Oh, and then I wound up like, I just like laid down. Sorry, is this too much? Should I stop?
No, absolutely. It's fantastic.
So I laid down on the couch, and I was like, I can't keep water down. I'm dehydrated. My body's like I'm trying to throw up my own innards. So I think I'm probably dying. And then I like panicked. And then I like got on Reddit. Was like, what do I do if I'm dying?
Somebody immediately was like, faggot. You're like,
this is worse. Faggot just turned into a pyramid.
Right. Yeah. So then I had like a premonition of like everybody I knew like finding my body and like realizing that I died because I did too many drugs.
Oh,
I
had this. I had this on fucking synthetic weed.
Oh,
I told you about that.
Yeah.
Oh, I wrote a note in my phone to my family.
Yes,
like,
dude.
Because I couldn't go to the hospital because that's gay.
Right.
So I wrote like a goodbye mom and dad note and then put it by my bed and ate a bag of Laffy Taffies. It just curled up, just like. Oh.
That was you taking all the pills at
Yeah,
once.
fuck it, dude. I'm not going. That was my last meal.
You just read all the jokes as you faded off.
Yeah. That was not bad.
So I did exactly that, like made peace with the fact that I was going to die and then just like shut my eyes and was like waiting to die. And then I woke up the next morning like, fuck.
Yeah.
God damn it, dude.
Yeah. It's a real embarrassing wake up. I mean,
super embarrassing.
At least you didn't write the note. I wrote the note. And
No, I wrote the note.
Oh, really?
I wrote a note in my phone like, I'm so sorry. This was so stupid. Yeah.
I woke up and...
Sorry I didn't come get you guys.
Yeah. Right sorry I didn't tell anybody. I do love you. Yeah, waking up and having to delete that is just... And this was before Select All, so you just had to sit there like, fuck.
Dude, but I feel like I wish I had died, because I feel like if I did die, at least my family would be like, at least he died with honor. He didn't bitch out and come get us.
True.
Yeah, he didn't go to the hospital.
They test you like it was 2CB. They're like, God damn it.
Yeah.
Good boy.
Yeah, I would have died of synthetic marijuana. Oh. Bought it like a head shop in Mechanicsburg.
Yeah, there's like those kids who do
did
salvia and
hallucinate.
jump off a cliff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sucks.
We used to watch. They got taken off YouTube, but I used to have this whole playlist of like people on K2, just like like taking their pants off in the dollar store and stuff. So fucking funny, dude.
Yeah.
Like people just like smoking that and then trying to fuck the bus driver.
What was your hallucination? On the deuce.
I remember it vividly. It was my middle school bathroom was just like in the corner of the room. I don't know why. I could just like see a memory.
Whoa.
It was very weird. I could just, and I'd never even thought about what that bathroom looked like, but I like saw it like perfectly exactly how it looked from St. Joe's Elementary School.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
You know you can buy Delta 8 THC online. It's like legal. It's instead of like Delta 9, like T8, like stuff in weeds, Delta 9, tetra, whatever.
Sure.
Delta 8 is just like when they tweak it a little bit, but you can buy like THC.
You know, I go out and repeat some of these things to people.
Delta 8, tetrahydrocannabinol.
Yeah, I'll be talking to people. What's that, Delta 8? And they're like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm like, I'm fucking.
Dude, I think
some guy I know keeps saying words.
I think there was somebody who was slanging some Delta 8. Yeah, dude.
Does it still work?
It's like very vague. You get like a kind of a body relaxation. So I know someone who was eating like, dude, I'm eating like 150 milligram edible, and I was like, I don't think I know you, and I don't think I think you know that might knock your socks off a little bit. And I did a little digging, and turns out I solved the problem. It was Delta 8. Found out someone someone's out here slanging Delta 8.
I had some Delta 9 this past week.
Yeah, Delta 9.
I had Delta 9.
Delta 9 tetrahydrocannabinol.
Is that regular weed?
Yeah.
So Soder gave me a weed edible, and I split it. Me and Tommy split one, and I still got sent to the fucking moon.
How many?
It was only 25 milligrams.
Damn.
So I had like 10 milligrams of weed, and I was like, oh. But we watched. So I just got us a sound bar for our biggest. We have a huge TV and a nice sound bar, and I was like, let's watch Interstellar. I love the movie Interstellar. Great for a sound bar. And anyway, I guess this really has nothing to do with the movie, but his girlfriend. This would be dangerous if it gets back to her. She always, every once in a while, she hits us with like bad news. Mm-hmm. You know how ladies do. It's not just her. It's just there's always like a negative.
100%.
There's a negative story.
The reason it's called Negative Nancy, not Negative Ned, bro.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you, Matt. There's a lot of ladies in my life that do this. Like they'll walk in a room and just hit you with the worst story. Like the virus is mutating in London. And you're just like, all right, I'm playing Madden. Like, how was your day? And then she texted Tommy that her I'm gonna get crushed for this. That her roommates that she lives with found their friend's body.
Fuck.
And dude, I couldn't stop. Dude, I was howling laughing. I'm just like,
because you're so high.
Just like I was high, and I was like, just the idea of finding your friend's body. I was like, holy shit!
I think
and she's just in the room with these other people that were like, we found him.
I get it because it's absurd.
Yeah, it's just so absurd. And then while me and him are high watching a space movie, to get a text, and he's like, Jesus Christ. They found their friend's body, and I was just like, it was too much. It's too much to find your friend, to be like, oh, we found him.
Found his body.
We found his fucking body.
Now we're looking for the other parts.
We gotta find the rest of him. Yeah.
We're in the search for his spirit now. So they found the bod. Found his body. He was fucking ripped. He was fucking ripped, dude.
Yeah, we found his bod.
He was fucking yoked.
And it just makes, fuck, dude. This is personal stuff, so nobody tell anybody about this.
Sure.
But this is a different girl.
Yeah.
We were sitting, and no, it's the same girl. I don't know. I'm trying to protect this somehow.
Sure.
But it's very funny, and she knows I love her, so this is all just funny. But never mind. I can't even tell it.
Gotcha.
It was a family member. Never mind.
Oh,
but we were just like watching an Eagles game, and she just hit us. Like she was just sitting on the couch, and she was just like, "Oh," and we were like, "What?" She just told us the worst story possible. We had to just be like, Well, that's all right.
Oh.
They're in a better place now. Trying to like be like, all right. It's like 3rd and 10. Come on, motherfucker.
Oh.
Like just watching. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that.
Someone just gets bad news.
Yeah, someone getting bad. All right, that's the joke.
Yeah.
Getting bad news in front of you while you don't care.
I mean, the phrase "found his body" is kind of
Found his body was killing me.
It's very funny.
And this was all at the end of Interstellar. So we would watch this long ass movie, and then it's getting to like the most important parts.
Right.
And then we just get hit with the fucking. They found his body.
Well, Tommy
just couldn't stop.
Tommy
laughing.
getting that news of all people is what's
I know,
so funny.
Tommy,
about it.
yeah.
They found
He's
a
like,
body.
Jesus Christ! And then once I started laughing, he was like, ah! Like he does that laugh. Oh man, what a fun night.
Oh
Anyway, sorry I bitched out on that story, but
no, that's. I think you.
I live with her. Yeah,
I think you hiked your pants up and gave the story.
Yeah.
That's a tough one. Especially when people. I mean, I'm sure you've had people approach you and be like, "What the fuck?" Blah blah blah. Like,
Yeah.
it's always like, I feel so bad.
Yeah. So, Coward Hour.
So yeah.
Lemaire. Quit fucking around on your phone. Lemaire.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah. Now, how do you feel? How do you feel
I forgot, man.
about your show being commandeered? He took the Xbox. Nick took the Xbox.
Yeah.
He did.
He
Dare I say
commandeered-
appropriated?
He commandeered your show.
It was kind of my idea too. I guess in retrospect, I tricked Crick into moving to Los Angeles.
Yeah, I
don't
tricked
know-
him into Philly.
Right. Yeah.
That's funny.
That's what you have to do with that guy.
Yeah.
You have to trap him.
Yeah, because I literally I would listen to Coward Hour while I was living in my car in LA, and I was like, this is funny, but
Damn, you got heisted by a homeless dude.
You were a homeless dude in LA that was like, this is my favorite podcast. I should just bring this out here and replace Lemaire. So wait, you guys had was Coward Hour originally a podcast?
It was a
just
show first, and then we turned it into a podcast.
And then he went out west and took the podcast with him.
He went out California way.
He went
out
California.
way, yeah.
And he struck gold with this homeless.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's trying to go with the homeless man.
And he left you behind. Now you're just a lowly
Yeah, now I'm just
minion.
a producer.
Well, you should have been like they can only. You should have took half the title.
You should have took the royalties.
No, they should only be able to call it the Coward.
right. Oh, that's kind of artsy. I like that.
If you split, you get the hour and they get the Coward podcast.
Yeah.
How do you feel about it? Are you better off without them? Or was that your one shot in showbiz?
I wouldn't say better off without them, but like I'm doing all right. Like I'm okay.
Sure, you got Lena Dunham's fucking
True,
bar.
you got a bunch of Dunkums. You should. If I were you, I'd work my fucking ass off to buy the rights to Coward Hour, or just start a new one. Just start one with no one. Just call it Coward Hour,
And always wear those.
and you have to wear those shirts and never explain it.
I liked Lemaire's. I thought Lemaire was awesome on the original Coward Hour. I liked it, but I just thought it could maybe.
You could improve it.
Yeah, I thought it'd be better if I thought he needed a little direction.
See why he's like a very take outsideable guy? Stuff like this does it make you just want to beat him violently? All right, maybe I didn't fucking tell you because I want to fight you now for that.
Just so mock. I mean, did you envision all of this when you were in the
Just in a
carpet,
car.
just thrown up in the carpet? Like, I will take this fucking podcast.
I manifested, dude.
That's fucking sick.
Oh man,
awesome.
somebody told me I was a master manifester this week.
You are, you're
Can't
really,
stop
yeah.
thinking about it, dude.
Dude. I mean, dude, that's what people are up against, dude.
Yeah.
Master, you're out there kicking around. There's master manifestors.
There's
out
some
there.
guy in his car in LA just like, I'm gonna take this fucking Lemaire had no idea. Lemaire was just doing mics in Lancaster, just like, this is fun, things are fun. There's some guy in his car like, motherfuckers, I'm gonna get this podcast.
Just sending psychic
Yes.
energy. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's true, man. Yeah, every time people loaf, it's like there's someone there.
There's a
buzzing
maniac
in their car.
There's a fucking guy jerking off in front of headlights. Like,
That's fucking sick.
Yeah. I'm big. Are you guys? I feel like you are. Are you big into like manifestation? This is where I'm like, I don't know, man. I feel like as much as I hate like gay, like California woo woo stuff, I also love it. I'm also like
Yeah, you
all
should
about
be.
it.
Hell yeah, dude.
Matt gets into gay California stuff.
Way into it, yeah.
Yeah.
You got to separate the wheat from the chaff, though. There's a lot of it that kind of goes nowhere. But,
Definitely.
But yeah, I'm deep into Taoism right now.
Taoism?
Yeah.
Shit.
Tight.
Just the way things are. It's just the Tao. You can either fight it or go against it. Right. You know. The guy had a cool. He was saying like you're kind of like I want to do this thing and you're always on a straight line and then out of nowhere you're just like huh, and you get pulled over this way. So people, it's like you just kind of go further
Yeah.
into that and then that kind of takes you back to where you're trying to go.
Yeah. That's the path for real. Like, sorry, I'm not, I don't want to have like a sincere conversation.
You're
with you
more
about,
than
like,
welcome.
Oh hell yeah.
The
yeah.
arc of the
Welcome,
universe.
sincere conversation here, please?
Yeah, dude. We'll just switch to. Dude, I've been listening to fucking whatchamacallit, the NPR shit you gave me.
It's crazy, right?
It's
crazy.
It's scary how. And we'll get back to the Dow, but it's scary how much it's enticing to just like give in and be like, yeah, what do we just turn that shit on and be like, and we're here with the vaccine, and we're loading it up, and oh wow, there's like cool like frost coming off it like the movies. It's like, dude, it's a fucking vaccine.
Why are you guys pretending this is, yeah, man.
Yeah, like this isn't Contagion.
It's funny. I was with Mullen yesterday, and we were talking about NPR about how we were walking down the street. Just first off, me and Mullen walking around New York is the weirdest crew possible. Me and him walking around, it's the weirdest crew ever.
That's so funny. Well, it's so funny, too, to think of someone who's like listening to comedy podcasts, seeing that and being like,
what? It's them. It's the two biggest retards in the industry. No, but we're just, and I walked past I guess Cardi B has a new show on something. And I was just like, I don't know. We were having a conversation about like morality being injected into comedy, like all this stuff. And it's like, and then they just totally omit like Cardi B. Like this is morality of like, it's like, well, you could just be a dumb whore.
Yeah.
Like kids, look at this. You can be a boss bitch, whore. Right?
Yeah.
No disrespect to Cardi B, dude. But
yeah, I mean,
then he was like, yeah, NPR was like, and the song of the year goes to Cardi B with WAP. Wet ass downstairs. You know what I mean? This is NPR. Like NPR named WAP the song of the year. It's like, aren't you guys supposed to be like intellectual news?
Yeah.
The song of the year is Wet Pussy.
And there's like, that's literally all the song's about.
Yeah.
Almost every other line is about having an extremely wet and a wetter vagina than
I was thinking Macarena was Macarena.
Yeah.
Song of the fucking.
That was a fun dance.
Might have been song of the decade.
Yeah, dude.
In the 90s.
Hell yeah.
And I have no idea. That could have been Wet Pussies. That could be Spanish for wet ass pussy.
Macarena?
Yeah.
If you go back to the dance, yeah, it's leading down to your WAP, dude. That's your.
I don't know where I was going with that.
But no, it is
just funny to see a TV show that was like, hey, look at this fucking dumb whore. We're going to film her doing things. That's fun.
Is it like a scripted show or is it like reality?
I don't know. It looks like it's reality. It looks like it's just going to be filming
produced.
Cardi B do things.
Yeah,
which occasionally is just like borderline racist when they do stuff like that. Like they used to film Marshawn Lynch. He had a show. And it was just him. The point of the show was watching a black guy go to like Scotland and be like, man, y'all motherfuckers crazy. That was the point of the show.
Sounds like a sick show. I gotta
great
be honest.
show. Fucking rules. Marshawn Lynch rules. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I was thinking about that last night before I went to bed, actually. I was thinking about the people who got into, like you were saying, kind of injecting morality into comedy. And so you had, like, the least funny people started all of a sudden policing comedy and then trying to get people who actually made people laugh, like, who did the thing that they said they like to do, who did it and actually make people laugh. They're like, they should stop doing that. We should just all stop laughing authentically. Right. It's like, that's sick and twisted, dude. You talk about being a nasty little motherfucker, dude. And you're like, here's this thing I love to do, and I'm watching people do it successfully. Let me crumble this entire thing. Right. It's like, Jesus, man.
I respect that, actually. Those are some master manifestors. Just sitting there, just like, I want this. If I can't have it, no one.
Yeah, dude. Just to, like, put a freeze on people just, like, getting, like, the average Joe who's out there working, coming out, and wants to have a good fucking laugh, and someone's like, no.
Yeah.
Watch my stuff.
You guys shouldn't all be laughing.
And adopt my ethics that I'm putting on so I can become famous. It's like, Jesus Christ.
What a world.
It's disgusting, dude.
Do you guys run into a lot of WAPs out in L.A.?
What do you mean?
Soft fucking dorks in comedy?
Yeah.
Some fucking WAPs, some wet-ass pussies.
That's all there is, dude.
Yeah.
That's all there is.
I would imagine.
I mean, there's people who are funny. I shouldn't say that. There are people like-minded out there, but it's just not what's...
There's like-minded individuals.
Yeah. It's not...
For some reason, that's been just totally adopted into, like, just white supremacy.
Has it? Oh.
Yeah, you can't be like, there's like-minded individuals. It's just always a militia. It's just, it shouldn't be.
No, there's definitely also there's sects. I'll definitely say there's sects.
Sects.
That's better, right?
Yeah.
Of people out there who are funny, but it's just, I mean, it wasn't.
Listen to the one you had. There was a Mexican kid on there.
Oh,
rules.
We can't say his name because he's teaching over in Spain right now.
Oh, I remember listening to that. I was like, I did that. I listened to that episode.
He's the fucking man.
Yeah,
he's awesome.
You can say his name. He's not going to get fired from
Spain.
Dude, Spain. They don't know one thing that's going on.
If we couldn't say it on our podcast, we can't say it on this one, dude.
He said, "Don't say my name."
He asked us not to say his name because he could get fired.
Well, there's an episode with a Mexican kid. Go listen to it. It's
But
I promise you, dude, I lived in Spain and it took me like a month to get to my school because I was stuck in a hostel because no one at the school could speak English.
Right.
So I'd call in and be like, "Hey, it's me.
Yeah.
I'm the guy who's supposed to work here." And they'd be like, they'd be like, "Who the fuck is this?" They'd be like, "We keep getting prank called by some guy speaking." They probably thought I was a retarded guy because I'd be like, "Me llamo Shane. Hola, estoy aquí para profesor. Entiende?" I'd just be like, "Shut the fuck up."
You were just stuck in a hostel?
I was in a hostel. Yeah, I didn't even like hear from the school. What? I just was stuck there.
They're probably listening to like Opie and Anthony the whole time.
They're probably, I promise you, not one person in Spain is going to get wind of any of these podcasts.
No, he tells them about.
So he's a Mexican dude in Spain.
Yeah, so he's speaking the language. Like,
yeah,
but does he know the proper form
of Spanish?
You better start speaking.
You better start speaking like vosotros.
I have no idea, dude. I'm not a colonizer. I don't enforce that kind of stuff.
All right, because I'm saying if he's going to Spain, he better be respectful of the proper way to speak the Spanish tongue, dude.
I think he is, but yeah.
He's like, I think.
But what was I saying?
So you had a
Mexican
dude. Who's
no, it was before that. I was just saying the Mexican guy was great.
Yeah, he's funny as shit.
He rules.
Look at.
Oh, we were talking about pussies in L.A.
Oh yeah,
I was like the guys I've heard with you. What's his name? Hirsch.
Yeah, Isaac Hirsch. Isaac's funny as shit.
Yeah,
he's hilarious. He started back in Baltimore.
Got a good squad.
Yeah,
good squad out
just
there.
None of us do stand up anymore. We've all moved to doing other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is, I don't even really miss it that much.
That happens to most like-minded sects.
Yeah. We break off.
Technically, after a while, everybody quits. I'm the only one in our group that still
does stand up.
Yeah, for a while.
True.
For a while.
Yeah, you start the podcast.
Everybody else is just like,
this is kind of nice.
We did 2 live podcasts. At surprisingly woke, kind of gay alti rooms, and did well. And I was like, this is so much more fun than stand up, dude. Yeah, I feel very I don't know if I go back to it, that's fine, but I don't think I will.
Yeah,
you weren't good enough to pursue it, which is why I hated your attitude when I met you. Arrogance with zero talent bothers me more than almost anything.
I completely agree.
No, you're good.
So you were in Baltimore.
You're very funny. And you started at a young age.
Was this before you struck out west when you met Shane and you were in Baltimore?
Yeah, he was king of the open mics in Baltimore.
Oh, that's flattering, dude. I appreciate that.
Baltimore.
Yeah, I met Shane, and then we did Magoobies, and then we did a couple shows together. You
Yeah.
put me on a show
Harrisburg?
with O'Connor right before I left.
Yeah.
That was a fun show.
Yeah, once we met, he's one of those guys you don't like him at first. And
a couple master manifestors. You guys are swirling reality around yourselves. You're like, fuck over here.
Yes.
Nobody likes me when they meet me.
Really?
People probably won't like this episode, but if they...
No, they will.
Okay.
If they get past the first couple minutes. Yes, they will.
Look, I know. That's all. The whole thing with everything is I know. I know that I'm prickly.
I would say,
Every dude.
I wouldn't say prickly. I mean, dastardly, maybe.
Yeah, but Brendan does think that I'm like a sociopath.
I think you and Brandon together is a wild crew.
That is a wild crew.
Barn Dog's up to no good himself, dude.
I agree.
Yeah, he's the most evil.
Yeah,
True.
definitely. But he'll dude. Barn Dog, man, he loves to insist that he's pure of heart. But there's so
He's not at all, dude.
He's gonna hear this, dude. But
Fuck him. Lemaire hates his guts.
Really. Wow, how freely can we talk about Barn Dog right now?
We can trash the barn.
No, Barn Dog's awesome. I hope his screws need to be a little tightened, but he's overall a good guy.
You think he needs some brain training himself? You need to take him to the basement, dude.
He won't do it. I've been telling him Brendan, you gotta let me give you mushrooms. You have to let me
You won't do mushrooms?
No, he's really worried that it's gonna mess his mind up, which I definitely get. I've seen him on some of his tears.
I know a dude who did a ton of mushrooms at a festival, and then fuck, man, he hit me up 2 months later and was like, "Hey, do you have any of your old history textbooks from school?" Whoa!
Trying to get his life
I'm trying to go back through the ages, and I was like, "Oh fuck, dude.
Oh no,
you shouldn't have had them." Yeah, he's
trying to go back through the ages.
He's like, "I'm buying old." He sent me a long Facebook message. He's like, "I'm going back and buying old history textbooks. I want to go back and actually learn it this time." I was like, "Oh fuck." He did mushrooms at a festival, and then left us, and then started picking up trash. he started like a cleanup crew, and actually people started like following him. Other people who were tripping were like, "Oh shit!" Like,
we have an assignment.
He started picking up trash, and then like didn't. It was kind of fucked up because the guy he was with he's a master. You want to talk dastardly? He's a motherfucker, and he was just like fucking with him the entire time. And I think he realized that like someone he thought he was his friend was actually like just a deep negative force in his life.
Yeah,
and he was like, "I got to pick up the trash," and like hit me. And so I think like he had like this horrible awakening, and like just around thousands of people. Yeah, that's my reading. I was just sitting there, but
that's why I never tripped at like festivals. Like I thought it'd be.
I didn't do them. I was there. I was like, I'm not eating those fucking things here. I have no desire to sit around 1,000 strangers and trip.
Way too uncontrolled.
No, when I ate mushrooms, the last time I had them like a decent sized amount, I was at a meat puppet show.
That's sick.
Meat Puppets fucking rule.
Yeah, dude.
They're the band, Nirvana covered their songs, Lake of Fire on Me, and I think a couple other ones. And dude, I went down and it was like I was just in a room of like maybe 60 people, and like I would look at dudes' faces all looked like sinister elves to me, where I'd be like, oh fuck, and then women looked like beautiful angels, dude. So I was just around elves and angels, just like,
wow, dude.
Oh fuck. And then I sat at my table, and then I think their nephew, I think I talked about this before, their nephew opened, and their nephew's band fucking sucked. And everyone was like, you guys fucking suck, and was like trashing them, and I was just sitting there like, and then the pups came on. Be nice
to them.
Yeah, I mean, they did suck.
Guys.
I was just like, oh fuck. And then the puppets came on, and they had relieved me of such a burden that I was yelling, trying to give them my house at the time. I was like, oh, you guys didn't have my house in West Philly. They were just like playing, like, look, shut the fuck up, dude. I was like, I'm gonna give you guys the deed.
Oh yeah, that was like the first time I kind of took mushrooms. I saw Cypress Hill.
Oh shit!
And I was just like, Cypress Hill rules. I couldn't believe how good Cypress Hill was.
Yeah, dude.
That held up. I was into Cypress Hill for like a week.
They do rule.
They do rule. They do rule. I didn't know they ruled.
Oh, yeah.
I just kept seeing the guy looked like Louis.
Be Real?
Be Real looked exactly like Louis C.K. And I was like, yo, this is where Louis been hiding. He was just like playing the drums in the background of Cypress Hill, like, insane in the membrane. I was just sitting there like...
Dude, if Louis C.K. was Be Real, that would be crazy.
He'd be king, dude. Even more of a king.
For sure.
Free Louis.
They got to just join lives. They got to just
keep hear that, LA?
Free Louis.
Oh, 100%.
Big time.
They got to Louis C.K. and Be Real can join lives and become one entity.
Yeah.
That'd be strong.
Be Real is the fucking man.
Did you ever watch Be Real's little like video podcast where he smokes weed in the car? I think Mike Tyson has hotboxing, but it's essentially that.
Mike Tyson has a
podcast called
Hotboxing where he gets high in a car.
Yeah, no. He does it in the studio. Be Real gets stoned in a car.
That's awesome.
Don't mistake
that squad was Cypress Hill was just walking around on stage smoking every joint that was handed to them. They would smoke. At one point, what's the black guy's name?
Totally, I have no idea. I know you're talking about.
Yeah,
I don't.
He
know
brought out they brought out his old hat that says Hill on it or Cypress or whatever.
Damn.
And like a case, and it came out, and I was just like, woo! Like,
break out the hat.
I'd listen to like 3 of their songs ever.
It's like the Ark of the Covenant.
It was incredible.
Oh, fuck.
Real face melter, bro.
100%.
Damn, dude. Maybe I should get high. I don't know. I'm kind of done getting high, but I've never.
Oh, yeah. When's the last time you got high? Didn't you kind of cut it out with the narcotics?
I cut it out. I cut it out with the acid. I did actually get high, kind of recently with my girlfriend, but that doesn't count.
That doesn't count.
That all depends. So what are the class of drugs? What was on the menu for you?
Everything.
Really?
Yeah, dude. Everything.
It's a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
So how did you stop doing all the?
Well, I stopped with opiates when my friend died from an overdose. I was like, all right, let's chill on those.
Yeah. You found the body.
I was just gonna say.
Yeah.
Oh man, I can't. Damn it!
Sorry.
Every time they start fighting, I connect my phone to the YouTube and blast the Price is Right losing horn. Or like if she says something sad, I connect it straight to it. It's just she's like, "Fuck you, Shane." Immediately, I take the heat off of him.
Oh, that's so fun. That's a very nice.
Or he'll laugh and she'll be like, "Fuck you, Tommy."
You are absolutely gasoline to a domestic situation, dude.
We joke about that too. There's What We Do in the Shadows. Have you ever seen that show?
Oh, great show.
So funny. Yeah, I pretend I'm an energy vampire. So anytime they start fighting, I'm like, well, Tommy did say that. And just sit back like, yes. Just let the fuel Yeah, they've been catching me like, oh, I hit O'Connor and Tommy. I went to bed with it. I threw a grenade and walked in, went to bed, and they said they fought for like an hour and a half.
What was the grenade?
O'Connor and Tommy played our golf video game the night before, and O'Connor confided in me that he couldn't putt because Tommy was like yelling at him to hurry up and was like getting in his ear. So then Tommy, right before I went to bed, Tommy was like, I beat O'Connor last night. And I was like, yeah, I heard. Chris told me. He was like, what did he tell you? He was like, he told me you wouldn't shut the fuck up when he was trying to putt. And he was like, I never fucking said. And then O'Connor was like, yeah, man, you were kind of loud when and I was just like, yes. Just went to bed.
You went right to the queen.
Straight,
you were just beat an energy vamp.
Vamp rules.
Just playing chess with your roommates, dude. That's fucking awesome.
It's very fun to do.
I'm all about that.
Especially if they're drinking and I can fire them up a little.
Yeah.
just like watch them fight.
This is why I want to get Crick drinking again. Because I want.
No, you don't.
Oh, really?
Did you know him when he was drinking?
Everything I've heard sounds fucking great.
It is great afterwards.
Right.
While you're in it, it's just like a little goblin running around like. Actually, yeah. Now that I think of it, yes.
Did you ever tell the story about you guys sleeping at that house?
I think I did. I
Yeah.
think I did when he was on
his app. Yeah.
Yeah. I was just throwing ping pong balls off his face while he was asleep, and I just woke up and was like, "Are there cats here?" Snot running down his face. I was like, "I'm allergic to cats," and like with a blanket around him, walked through the party, and everyone was like, "Ew!" And he was like, and then he slept on the balcony, and I sat next to him. I was like, "You loser!"
You just vamped him.
I vamped him. I needed his vamp. I needed his energy, dude.
See, I can't believe that's the Crick that I know is like, I just know like super uptight, like shy, like nervous Crick.
Barn Dog used to get down, dude. He used to be the man at the Chameleon Club.
Oh, yeah.
The Lizard Lounge in fucking Lancaster, he was the king of
Got
the
the
Lizard
rum and
Lounge.
cokes in him, dude.
Oh, he'd be wearing like a Hawaiian shirt and cowboy boots, just hitting on every single chick. Just like, I'm actually a feminist. And then just like, he was woke for like 3 drinks, and then was just instantly like, come on, baby.
It's so funny trying to be woke but having alcoholism ruin it for you.
You'd be woke till like 3 or 4 drinks in, and then it just got down to just like, you know what, fuck this.
Nobody's woke on a certain amount of alcohol. Nobody's woke. Like, you know what, dude?
Oh, woke
know who I can't stand?
Woke goes right out the window. A couple drinks in.
See, he flipped on that hard because like I remember I don't even know why he got mad at me, but we were talking about drunk hookups, and I was like, I like a good drunk hookup. It's fun. And he's like, well, Nick, I don't do that because I'm not a rapist. And then he fucking descended the stairs like he just like he said
That's an
that.
energy vampire.
Yeah, it was,
he just floated up the steps. Like,
and then I sat like for 20 hours. I was like, fuck, am I a rapist? Like I was like,
legally, yes, but
not if you're both drunk. Not if you're really.
In the eyes of the law, it's a bullshit law. But yeah,
it's bullshit law.
If both people are drunk, yeah, that's crazy. If both people are drunk, yeah. If the girl comes wakes up and she's like, oh shit, I didn't remember. You could be like, I don't remember that either. Damn. But I think if you call first,
you gotta call dibs.
You just gotta.
You're like raped.
It's whoever touches base first. It's like musical chairs.
I think you guys have to wake up and get a wiffle ball bat and do one of these. I got raped. Okay, I'll send you the papers. Yeah. No, it's for some reason I think that's how it goes. If you both black out and the girl's like, he raped me, I think
you're just done.
Yeah, you're kind of fucked. Yeah,
man.
But the best part of the energy vampiring is occasionally people will snap out of it and be like, Shane, you motherfucker. Like, occasionally someone will be like, this is like O'Connor's usually the first to get there. Be like, he's turning you against me.
Well, you ever see the vampire shows and they stare you in the eye and they persuade your pupils to expand? You're just, Tommy O'Connor said, and he's just,
well, you were being loud in my backswing. Shut the fuck up. No, I wasn't. Just great. So fun.
Yeah, man. I feel like you have that relationship with Crick where he'll occasionally try to like puff his chest to you after you try to because I love messing with him because his brain is really malleable.
Yeah.
Like you can send him in directions.
He'll stand up to me, which usually makes it worse because it's usually Crick's the best. Yeah. We all agree.
I love Ren.
Crick's the man, and he's very, very funny.
Yeah.
He will stand up to you in the dorkiest way possible, which is like, you're being mean to me. It's just like, oh my God, dude. Like, that's how he was when we commandeered the Xbox.
Right.
The PlayStation, actually. He brought up, dude, you know this story, right?
Yeah.
When he moved in with us, he brought a PlayStation, and I just immediately took it. I just didn't stop playing it. Like 24 hours a day. I had like a full NHL season, like the franchise, just played every game. He'd be like, I would like to play the video games.
He would play Elder Scrolls, and we would just sit behind him.
Play Elder Scrolls, and we'd all be behind him, just...
Like, yeah, so I'm going to be the Calgary Flames.
Yeah.
Start talking about the game we're about to play.
Like, oh, it's going to be great. Brandon, how much longer do you think? Well, I'm playing right now.
Oh, dude.
It's my PlayStation. I brought it here. I'm going to play it.
Dude, I give it to him. I had it broken down.
He said that he would do that. He would just keep playing.
He would stand his ground as long as he could, dude.
Yeah.
I'll give it. I would have folded. I would have folded.
Crick does. Yeah, he does stand his ground.
He will, absolutely.
And I don't know what to do with it when he does it.
It's uncomfortable.
It's for sure uncomfortable.
He does do a good job of flipping the script of actually making you like, because you're not going to take it to the next level
right.
and be like, no, I'm playing the video game.
I have. I definitely. Yeah.
Dude, I stopped. I took a weed hiatus one time because I was like really stoned at like 10:30 a.m. and it was just me and Crick sitting in there, and I think he was just down there playing the Elder Scrolls. I was just on the couch.
It was rock bottom for you.
I was just sitting there watching him play Elder Scrolls, and I started thinking about like how my grandfather came over here on a boat. And I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
It's 10:30. I'm stoned, and I'm watching Crick just like grab little pieces of paper on a video game, and, like put it in a box.
He loves it. It's like I'm making a potion. I need to work on my armor. I'd be sitting there like, dude, this game sucks.
Crick loves the games where you just collect notes.
He does.
Where you're like a lesbian who's like collecting notes.
He had one that was, I forget what it was. It was like you just lived in a house as a woman.
Gone Home. Yeah.
I hated it. I fucking hated that he played it.
You're like piecing together that you're like a lesbian or something from your notes or something like that.
You're just figuring out your sexual identity in a house.
Yeah, this whole episode is just trash in the barn.
It's not trash. No, it's a celebration of the dog.
He hit me with a rock bottom once.
Really?
He rock bottomed me. Then he people's elbowed me. I was playing. I think I was playing AHL or something late, and then he came down in like a bathrobe and started eating like Nutella, just out of the cabinet, just standing there. And I like looked in and looked at him, and he was like, and I was like, Jesus Christ, dude.
That's such a sick superpower. Is that people question their life?
Just with your existence, people are like, what the fuck am I doing?
Well, I feel like
that's where abandoned in Lemaire, Crick.
Yeah, fuck you, Crick. Coward Hour is coming back to Philly, dude.
The Crick moment that stands out for me still is like, so like the second time I got kicked out is when he was living with us in Burbank. I got kicked because I just wasn't paying rent.
Yeah,
and
you're like, you summoned Crick out there and you're like, let's split an apartment and start
podcasting. You stayed on the couch. Yeah, that was my favorite part of the homeless story. Was didn't you just like start sleeping on the couch after a little while? And they were like, dude, you're just living here again.
After I would, and we had one roommate who wasn't happy with it. So like when he would stay home later than everybody else, so I would like hide in the bathroom. It was like I was playing like Metal Gear Solid, just like hiding.
Yeah, you'd be in a box.
Yeah. So it was like the 25th of the month or something.
Sorry, I mean that just deserves an extra 10 seconds of just hiding in a fucking house. Some guy being like, "Is there somebody?" Here's the shower, like,
yeah, dude.
I don't want to go in my car, please. You're just thinking about scripture from your car as I walk through the valley.
Yeah, dude, you were in the whale.
Absolutely,
you were Jonah, just hiding in the tub.
But I remember, like, it was like 25th of the month. Like it was like the end of the month, and I had only just paid them for the month that I had missed. And Brendan had to have like a man to man with me, and like we like got to. He's like, look, man, you got to start paying rent. And
gotta do it.
I was like, I understand.
Did he hit you with the first? I feel like he says names when he's serious. He's like, Nick.
Yes. Yeah. He goes, Nick.
Yeah, he leads sentences when he's serious with your name. Like, Shane, I brought the PlayStation. Oh fuck!
But yeah, he was like, you got to start paying rent. Like, we can't do this anymore, man. I was like, I hear you. It's serious.
I was like, I hear you. I'm gonna take it into account.
Look, I'm trying to manifest some rent.
Yeah.
I was like, you're right. I'm really sorry. I'll have rent. I mean, there's 5 days till the first of the month. I have $20 in my account. That rent was not going to be there. But you just have to fucking make
Let
people.
it roll, dude.
You got to make people think that you're their friend in that moment. Have you ever seen the most? Have you ever seen the most violent year?
No, I haven't.
Oh. Well, what Oscar Isaac,
Violent
Violent Year, what Oscar Isaac does in that is like he's so good at connecting with people that at the end of the movie he's able to like talk a guy into killing himself to like save his trucking company, and it's like that's a powerful strat. That's huge.
That's huge.
That's huge. That's a huge ability.
Hey, where are we at on this time wise?
Hour 15.
I was gonna say
Hour
20.
15. We
Take
could
it to
just
the page.
You want to just keep look? We're gonna switch over to the Patreon.
Yeah.
Nick, you got anything you want to plug before we switch over?
Coward Hour.
Yeah, Coward Hour.
Yeah.
It's him and Bar Dog. It's great. It's
Yeah.
very funny. I don't think I have. Oh, check out Gillian Keeves
Yeah, dude.
on YouTube. Check
Uncle
that
Sketch,
out.
dude. The Uncle
Sketch rules.
Fuck
and
that,
then
man.
the next time I'm doing stand up is January 7th, 8th, and 9th at Side Splitters in Tampa.
You got a little break, bro.
7th, 8th, and 9th. Yeah, for the holidays. Got to go home and give COVID to my family.
Nice. The new strain. I'm waiting to get the new strain.
I got the new strain.
70% more spreadable, dude.
Some London
They
blokes.
did the math.
Yeah.
They came out with like a coefficient of like 45, and like, oh shit, this is 70%.
Yeah, the studies are great.
I got 4 vaccines already, dude.
You would.
Not
dude.
COVID, but I got other ones, and I'm like, these will do. I got like 4 tetanus shots. I'm like, psh.
That's all you need. As long as you don't get polio on top of this thing, you're fine. You're fine. Yeah, 7th, 8th, and 9th of January. Come to Tampa Side Splitters. Please.
Can anyone sell a vaccine? If you say not approved by the FDA, could you sell a vaccine? Because apparently, if you sell vaccines, no one can sue you for the side effects. So if I do one of those things like, yo, this hasn't been evaluated by the FDA, but also this will definitely.
You getting in the vaccine game now?
I'm saying like herbal, because you can sell herbal supplements all you want.
Right.
So I'm gonna be like COVID killer, and then
Heroin.
True. Yeah.
Right.
You think so? Just give him
Yeah,
some kratom.
that'll fucking knock you
Give him
out.
some crate. That'd be what's up.
I'll get you rolling.
I'll think about it. Not
so
injectable. It's chewable. Chewable vaccine.
Chewable.
I'm saying if I'm with the comp, dude. I mean, what would you rather have, a gummy or a needle? Just saying. About to make $1 million, dude.
Thank you for watching our podcast.
Yep. We are on, dude.
Wow.
I'm cold showers now. After the Patreon
Dude.
with Mullen.
I accidentally took one this morning.
How'd you like it?
I hated it.
Really?
Yeah, if somebody uses the sink in our kitchen at all, like the hot water, it's just instantly freezing.
Damn.
And I was showering, and somebody was washing dishes.
You won't say
And I
who?
didn't like it.
You won't-
It's so funny. And then it's just like whoever you hate the most at the time is the person washing dishes in your head.
Yeah.
You're like, that motherfucker. Just in a cold shower, like fucking Chris. That
How cold
motherfucker.
are you talking?
Ice cold. It's just cold water.
That's awesome.
It was terrible.
So you just got
And
blasted. out of
what was
nowhere.
funny was I was getting blasted and I could feel it start coming.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, I'm going to do this because we just talked about this. I was like, I'll stand in this. And for like 2 seconds, I was like, you just got to tough it out. And I had to step out of it and stand there naked, just freezing. Like, this sucks. Like, this fucking sucks. I don't know what's good about this.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. It's just the teenus. Just.
Oh yeah, dude. I got right before I came, I went for just a little run, a little mile, and I came back in. Nothing
Yeah, you've
major.
been running like crazy.
I got
You
back
can see
in.
it in your face.
Thank you, bro. I'm
Yeah.
going to start running event. I just want to. Did you ever see the emaciated 50-year-old men who just are like, I want to become one of them. It's just like always a hat and gloves on, barely moving somehow and jogging.
Yes.
Just like,
Yeah, you see that guy a lot.
oh, they're all over the place.
Yeah.
There's a book called Born to Run. I think it tells you to like, I don't know what's in that book, but like just
Yeah.
look as gay as possible, and
Yeah.
you will crush marathons.
Yeah. That's exactly how they run.
Like, look, gay people are faster than us. Get over it. If you want to run, you have to just. I mean, that's not nice. That's not nice.
Come on, Matt.
I'm sorry.
Not with everything.
I promise.
Although we
2021.
have about 24 hours more of goofing. We got a few more hours to goof, dude.
True.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
By the time this is, this
I
is
just hope the
released,
Proud Boys don't abduct Mike Pence, dude.
If the Proud Boys get Pence,
I've never got into politics or like followed anyone, but there's no one I admire more than Mike Pence, dude.
He did what was right.
I just love him in general.
He backstabbed Trump at the last
True,
moment.
dude. I didn't think he had it in him.
True.
I thought he was a yes man, but
in the end, dude, he was Judas.
He was.
He
dude.
was Judas.
He was, dude.
Trump will forgive him.
You think so?
Trump's a very forgiving,
You
not
think
spiteful man.
You think he'll rise again on Trump TV?
Trump?
Do you think they're going to give him his own Oprah TV network kind of thing?
I don't think it's up to that. I think
Oh,
he'll just
true.
do it.
True.
And it'll be massive.
But it'll just be online.
And it'll be him just, he's going to torch fucking everybody.
Dude,
He's going to crush the Republicans.
Yeah.
He's going to, everybody. He hates everybody.
Yeah, he'll be on info. Hopefully him and Alex Jones can reconcile. I haven't been following Jones a lot, but dude, if he pops on InfoWars after he gets out of the presidency, that might be the most televised fucking thing.
It will be.
Just Jones being like, I know about this all the time,
Yeah.
the whole time.
Mr. President, as far as I'm concerned, you're still Mr. President. After that coup. The real coup.
Yeah, I was reading an article about that last night about how, like, they were comparing the Capitol stormers to ISIS, basically, and being like, we didn't find any patterns for ISIS. They were just like, obviously there's religious fervor there, but really we couldn't really put a profile on anybody who would do kind of like Islamic terrorism. They did put a profile on like the white rappers who like would for some reason go out there.
Yes.
They kind of figured out what they were up to a little bit, but they were like saying they were like running down the profile of a Capitol stormer, and I didn't get that far into the article, but all they were doing is making him seem sweet. They were like, well, it's like very into like, Declaration of Independence, 1776, kind of like when people did it for that. But like this version sucks. It's not the good one. And I just like, I think something popped up on my phone and my attention wandered. But I'm like, damn, you're not doing a good job on selling me away from. You're just telling them these. You're
How
telling
much
me
these guys rock.
Basically, they were trying to be like, they think they're 1776, but they're not really 1776.
Yeah.
And it's like,
We're 1776. Anyway, you're not allowed to say this. Dude, when I was driving down, there was have you seen those FBI billboards? The hotlines and websites on how to snitch on
What?
people that went to the Capitol? I was
really?
driving down 95, saw a big billboard for the FBI. Being like, snitch on your neighbors. Tell us.
What?
Yeah, it's good. We're headed to a good place.
Yeah, this can't go wrong. at all.
No, it's going to be good to see Biden get sworn in, surrounded by the military. An empty crate. It's gonna be everybody's been afraid of authoritarianism.
Yeah.
And then
dude.
it's like, what's it look like? Oh, there it is.
yeah.
Oh shit, that's what it is. There it is. Damn it.
Oh man, it is nice being like that'll never get us.
Yeah.
Like, dude, we vote. So
Yeah, we actually vote. Sorry.
Yeah.
And then it's like the government's posting signs like report your neighbors to
Yeah,
us.
dude.
Yeah. It's good stuff.
it is fun. It's fun. It's fun to be alive during one of these times.
But I think what will be nice, at least at a dumbed down level for us, is the news will be good now. Mm-hmm. So then everybody hopefully will chill out a little more. You know?
the new. Oh, you mean?
I think the news won't be kicking up shit as much during Biden's.
yeah.
It's not like this is some fucking unique take.
True.
But it's just going to be nice to be like, the masses will get pacified a little.
I think so. Yeah,
Hopefully.
the news won't be as hell bent on convincing us that we're all
Yeah.
in like existential peril. But they might just be like, in other news, everything's great now.
Yeah.
We got a good president. The germs have left the air.
Yeah, things are good.
We're all good now.
Yeah, hopefully things are good. Hopefully they lie and tell us things are good.
I would
I
prefer
would
that.
prefer that lie.
Fuck yeah.
I'll take it. I'll just go gently into an authoritarian state if things are nice.
If the news can be like stoked on me, I'll
Yeah.
take that. Being like, in other news, you guys are doing actually pretty well. Keep it up.
In
Like,
the news,
fuck yeah.
black people and white people are getting along. The virus is gone.
Weird.
That's crazy. Who would have thought that the virus was going to go away
I mean, dude, imagine if they did just pump
in
us with just
January?
sick, nice stuff. Everyone always, well, they don't ever show the good news. It's like, well, you're not going to watch it.
Yeah, true.
If you tuned it in, it was just kind of like,
Puppies.
check out the. I'd be surprised if it was animal vids. They could just hit us
The
with
news
like
should just be animal vids.
animal memes for like 30 minutes, and you're like,
I would
nice.
watch it. I mean, that's my news. That's my news. I watch like cats in Minecraft falling, and I'm like, nice. Wow, got something done today,
Yeah, I
dude.
get it.
I watched there's a Nightstalker
Yeah.
documentary on Richard Ramirez on Netflix.
Who's that?
He was wild. He was just killing everybody. He wasn't doing it like he was a serial killer that they couldn't figure out.
Yeah.
Like he was like,
oh, he's a total.
He had
puzzle.
no motive. He was just he was killing old people, raping kids. Just
so he had this guy had bandwidth.
Everybody.
This guy could do it all. You would say
anybody. Anybody
killed the elderly, raped children. These are usually specialized.
Yes, he was on site with everybody. It was just every night. He was like, it's on site. Whoever I'm fucking getting. And,
will I rape you? Will I kill you? I don't know.
My favorite part, and they kind of gloss over it, is he broke into this couple's house and shot the guy in the head through the temple while he was sleeping, and shot the wife in the face.
Okay.
The bullet went in here. Both of them lived and chased him out of the house.
What?
Yeah. It's just been making me laugh since.
Did they stay together?
Just a couple that, like, you shoot him in the head, and they're like, get the fuck out of our house. Like, holy shit. And the Nightstalker ran away. He shot both of them in the head. And then was like, oh, fuck. Just my favorite couple ever. Just sleeping, waking up from a sleep, getting shot in the head, and be like, you motherfucker.
Hey, get out of here.
Hey, motherfucker.
And then just looking at each other and be like, you okay?
I don't know. He shot me in the fucking head. Oh, me too.
Just resuming a fucking 3-day argument and be like, so anyway.
Oh, dude, the lady got shot like in the face and it like got stuck in her neck.
Oh. Where did the dude get hit?
He got shot in the fucking temple.
And it
just sat up and was like, you motherfucker, you better get the fuck out of here.
Dude, get out, I'm fucking naked. What the fuck?
He was probably in his underwear.
Oh. Had a boner.
Oh, but they just, like, the Nightstalker would break in and just, like, kill an 80-year-old woman. And then the family would go to the house and they'd be like, your grandma was murdered. It was like, what? And one of them, oh, dude, it's all horrific. One of them is two sisters that were in their 80s that lived together. And the Nightstalker got in there and killed them with a hammer.
Oh, my God. What a horror. I mean, just think that there's two ladies just be like, I guess we'll just slowly die of loneliness.
We'll stay together. It'll be sweet. Some dude breaks in with a hammer.
Just murders you both. Damn. Dude, my substitute teacher got murdered with a hammer.
No.
Yeah, man. Sweetheart, dude. I hope it wasn't the Nightstalker.
How did wait?
I think it was actually like her ex-husband or someone, but I forget. But yeah,
why am I crying? I got your disease. I got your disease now.
I got leaky eyes, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got the Lemaire, your leaky eyes went away.
Yeah. My eyes are always leaking.
Yeah. Lemaire's eyes are fucking gross. They're always like wet. Sorry, man. Pardon me.
Yeah, man. The having just two elderly were they widows or were they just kind of spinsters?
Who knows? Just two old maids, dude.
Yeah, because I was
and
wondering.
Some fucking retarded guy broke into their house.
It's so funny to sit there and be like, what's going on, babe? Yeah.
There's a man in the house. He's just like, come here, bitch. I'm from Satan sent me. And they're like, what? What the hell are you talking about? I'm the devil, bitch.
He starts spinning the rosary. He's like, it's not working. It's not working. Yeah, man. Dude, I watched fucking very dark film last night. Did you ever see Daredevil?
Dude, I hate it. With the one with fucking Ben Affleck? That movie's so bad.
It's so funny. Oh my God.
Is he like a blind lawyer?
Blind lawyer, but he can like see sonar, kind of.
Yeah.
If it's like if something's too loud, it fucks his vision up. But if there's like a little bit of noise, he can see like hot babes basically. I'm like, oh, you're so fucking hot. I was watching this. I was just kind of like, me and Bay we're in the middle of some seismic relationship kind of shift. So we're obviously working it out. We're duking it out a little.
Yeah.
So come Sunday, dude, she's like, what do you want to watch? We're in season 3 of Westworld, which I'm enjoying a lot. She's like, can we watch a...
Sorry. I was thinking about that lady getting shot in the face. Dude, just at night, just like this. Hitting somebody and they're like... What the fuck?
Hey, watch the walls.
Just waking up, getting shot in the head.
Ow!
Yeah, and be like, God damn it. All right. So you're watching Daredevil with your... Oh, my God.
Yeah, I was just so beaten down by the weekend.
Good for you.
She's like, can we watch... she's like really into the character Elektra for some reason, who's Daredevil's girlfriend. And she's like, but you have to watch... She's like, in order to watch Elektra, you have to watch Daredevil. At this point, I'm on the couch. I'm going, Britt,
Is that Halle Berry?
turn it on. No.
Who's Elektra?
Jennifer Garner, I'm going to say.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Dude, it's...
Oh, my God.
Dude, so I'm watching Daredevil, and it's funny when those movies you can tell are written by just like an absolutely embittered nerd. Because like you listen to the dialogue and it's like, and that's what I'll remain forever in darkness, the Daredevil. Like someone bullied. That's what happens.
Yeah.
If you bully too much, this is the result. Like everyone has to watch the Daredevil, dude.
Yeah.
And that's what I remain forever judging injustice and darkness.
Everybody thinks I'm actually weak, but I'm actually really super strong. I'm actually really smart. I'm a lawyer, but I'm also fucking blind. So everybody underestimates me, but I do super sweet karate. And then I fuck the prettiest girl who's also a superhero.
And her dad's a billionaire, and she also knows karate really well. Dude, it was so fucking funny just watching that entire movie and just thinking about the angry nerd who wrote this thing.
Yeah.
It was so, dude, it's unbelievable.
Fun.
It's unbelievable how just horrible this was, and how at the time Ben Affleck and dude, probably I would say some of it his best work. Who's the Irish guy? Not Conor. I'm gonna say Conor McGregor. Who's the guy?
Colin Firth.
Colin Farrell.
Colin Farrell, that's right.
Probably some of his best work is Bullseye.
Colin Farrell fucking rules.
Dude, I think between that and In Bruges.
Bullseye?
Do you know what I'm talking about? You know what Bullseye is?
Oh, man.
The guy who throws like toothpicks, like, I never miss.
Oh.
Dude, it didn't even bother me. I just sat there and just kind of watched it and was just kind of like, I was actually kind of into it. The sonar shit was pretty tight.
Yeah.
Also, totally before any kind of epilepsy warnings. Like half the movie's in strobe light.
Yeah.
So, and dude.
Yeah, his vision. I do remember that.
And
I remember what his vision looks like.
It's prime Evanescence time. So like every cool part of that movie's timed to just like if this lady's training and like just slicing bags on the first slice, like save me from the nothing. It's just Evanescence, dude. It's just a blind guy.
It's gotta be the worst movie ever.
Punching people to Evanescence, and I'm like, dude, the nerd rage on this is the FBI should investigate that.
Yes, we should be snitching on them.
I might call about the. Remember we called the fucking. We tweeted the fucking writer of that one video, the one movie.
Yeah, that movie.
The Gallows.
Yeah, the Gallows was terrible.
How people getting hung constantly.
At like a play.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah,
But-
you should contact the. Actually, no, don't contact anyone. Never mind.
Please don't. Don't do that.
Never mind. Just,
But that dude watching it, just prime Evanescence time of like, dude, Affleck was probably like, dude, I'm finally in this is my superhero movie.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, sucks, fucking sucks. He's like, fuck.
yeah, that's gotta be tough. It's
Like
gotta be tough.
Wasn't he Batman 2 for a while
Yeah, but that was
before?
decade later.
Oh, that was after. So that was his
Yeah.
company. So he was the Daredevil first.
Who's Daredevil first? He's a little beefy for a Daredevil.
Well, the
if you
dad
ask
was
me.
beefy.
Yeah,
Was the Daredevil supposed to be skinny?
I think so. Well, Affleck's, I don't know.
He was stocky, dude.
He's got a decent Batman body,
Yeah, dude.
but
I was checking out his back in Daredevil.
Yeah.
It's thick, dude.
yeah.
He was taking a shower at one point, dude. I was like, this got a thick ass fucking back like his daddy. His daddy jacked the devil, dude. But yeah, dude, that's what the ending's so funny. That's where I'll remain forever in darkness. Your guardian devil. Like,
Your guardian devil? Oh, man.
Your guardian devil. You can almost hear at the end, it's kind of like a breathy, like.
Nobody will respect how cool I am and how powerful I am, but that's fine. I don't do it for anybody else. I do it for myself.
And
I do it for you guys.
justice.
Injustice. I love justice.
Yeah, that was fun. That was.
I have
fun.
a bad movie to report as well.
What'd you got?
I watched News of the World, that new pedophile Tom Hanks movie.
What's the pedophile Tom Hanks up to?
He made a movie, and I was stoked on it. It was about the fucking engines, 1870s.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was loosely based on one of the ladies who had gotten kidnapped as a child from the Comanche, and her uncle actually like spent his whole life trying to get her back. They made a John Wayne movie about it, but then this one, I don't know, they just fucked it up. It was pointless.
Yeah,
it was pointless. And right when it started, I was like, I was alone, so I was able to say things like this, but I was like, I know it's just going to be bad white guys.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be a historical movie about white guys being evil.
Was Tom Hanks evil or like a good
No,
guy?
Tom Hanks. So they did the same thing they did in Greyhound, that movie where he was on it, where he like befriended the cook,
Yeah.
the black cook. At the beginning of this one, the way he finds the girl is something got attacked with a black guy, and he got hung, and it said like whites only. He got like lynched, and then Tom Hanks, like it cuts to Tom Hanks like burying that guy and putting like a cross on his grave, and like
Yeah.
it's like and then later you find out he was a Confederate soldier. So it's like
he had his dark past.
So he was a Confederate soldier, but now he's like, everybody deserves respect. And it's like, beat it, movie.
Yeah.
Beat it. You don't need to show me that at the beginning. And then I was wondering, because it's a book, I wonder if that was in the book.
Yeah.
I wonder if it was, or if that was a little Hollywood, like...
A little razzle-tat.
We need to make sure everybody knows he's a good Confederate soldier.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I wonder if...
I don't know if...
I think Tom Hanks might be getting typecasted as like a racially enlightened historical figure.
That's exactly what this was.
This is wrong.
It was. It is the perfect Tom Hanks movie.
Yeah.
And at one point, he like starts a workers' riot. So his job is to read the news. That's his job.
Sure.
He goes town to town and reads the news, which is pretty funny.
Yeah.
But then the problems were so manufactured. Like right away, he finds this girl who's an Indian. He's a white girl that was raised by Indians, and he's trying to like return her to her aunt and uncle.
Really?
Yeah. And right away, a gang of white dudes are like, we need that child. We'd like that child for our own. So he's got to like fight them off. The evil white guys are like, come on, man, just give us the girl.
So the Comanches are like, here you go,
and
sir.
the Comanches are like very honorable, noble people, just walking in the dark. But
this is your girl? Excuse us, sir.
Yeah.
Take her back.
And then, so he kills the one guy. Then he goes, the next thing, they get ganged up on by another different group of white guys that are like, give us what's going on here. Over and over again, it's just white guys like,
and Tom Hanks is like, I love black people. Like, well, this has nothing to do with this.
Yeah, every once in a while, the bad guys will be like, this is whites' land only. And it's like, all right, shut up, dude.
He's just saying it to Tom Hanks.
Yeah, they keep saying it to Tom Hanks, and he's like, I don't like that.
There's just someone, there's like a 1870s settler who's like, show us the Pizzagate tapes, Tom Hanks. He's like, hey, I don't believe in that stuff. Let me get this girl back to safety.
But so this like guy who owns a buffalo company, so they're out, hunting buffalo. He's basically a tycoon in this town where he's like, he controls everything. He's the head of the thing, and he's like, when they get Tom Hanks and the girl, he asks Tom Hanks to read the news. Tom Hanks tells him what his job is, and he's like, here, read this news. And it's just about how great the guy is.
Nice.
It's like his own newspaper that he writes, and he wants to tell all the townspeople how great he is, so he gives it to Tom Hanks. And then, inexplicably, Tom Hanks refuses to read it, and is just like, how about this story instead? And it's like a workers' union strike in Pennsylvania is the news he reads to the workers, who, of course, immediately break into a riot after 1 minute of hearing this. And the guy who's running the place is like, well, I just paid you to read the news that I gave you. Just read that. And he's like, I don't think so, Mr. Farley. And the guy's like, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you fucking my shit up? For no reason.
Just being a dick.
Just for no reason.
Yeah.
And then they escape. They kill the guy. They kill Farley.
Damn.
It's great. And then
so they eat the rich.
They eat the rich also.
And then they're like, let's free the workers.
Yeah.
That is a funny, The
workers are black, too.
Yeah.
Which is fun.
Did you hear Billy?
The only minorities in the movie are the workers for the Buffalo guy that Tom Hanks riles up into probably a riot that got suppressed violently.
Yeah, dude. That's just a sick. That's like the sick elite white fantasy, dude, of like rolling around
champion
town.
The poor.
It's like obviously like, what are poor white people up to? They're trying to rape little girls and shit. And like, we got to go, go on like free oppressed minority workers. It's like, it's getting weird, dude. That's what.
It's a bummer. I was excited about the movie.
Did Billy tell you about the Anderson Cooper thing that happened?
No.
How Anderson came out and was like, and these losers that stormed the Capitol probably laughed about it in their crappy hotels, like he named what the fuck was the hotel? Holiday Inn. He's like they're at their Holiday Inn, eating at their Olive Garden, and he had to come out and apologize because he basically looped two big corporations into like
poor white trash.
Kind of fucked their identity. Yeah, first of all, like made fun of poor people. No one talks about that.
Yeah.
And then like implicated two corporations, like these are for white trash.
Well, that's what everybody does when they're allowed to do it.
Yeah.
So if you're you can make fun of the poor if you know socially you're allowed to.
Yeah.
Like if you're allowed to make fun of poor, you're allowed to make fun of poor white people. You can go on and be like fucking eating at the Olive Garden, trash pieces of shit. Like their little hatred comes out when like that lady got shot by in the Capitol.
Yeah.
And everybody was so happy to be like, broke the law, you get shot. That's what happens. It's like, whoa, dude, that's a weird precedent to all of a sudden believe in.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Once you're allowed to be like, good, I'm glad they fucking shot him. I wish they shot everybody down there. It's like, whoa, that's a weird fucking way to feel.
Yeah. I mean,
just about ever.
Yeah, then you're my dad in 1992 talking about the Middle East. Be like, they should bomb that whole fucking place.
Turn that fucking place into glass.
But yeah, that was it is funny how when they love the workers, and then they're like, who? Like, no, the workers are poor, and they're like, what?
Yeah.
Like, there's poor white ones?
Yeah,
like,
a lot of them have. A lot of
Ew.
the poor workers tend to have some pretty wild ideas that you guys are gonna be pretty upset about,
dude. Oh, we just touched feet. The
you're way out of line, dude. Whoa, what are your feet doing over here?
I was just kicked back and comfortable. You just make me feel comfortable, dude.
God damn.
Whoa, dude! Is that glow in the dark?
No, don't worry about it, bro.
Oh,
Don't worry about what I'm up to over here, bro.
Where'd you get that?
Don't worry about
That's glow in the dark, dude. You got to charge that up in the sun. Oh, that thing's sick.
I got hammered, and I was watching 3 6 Mafia videos. And I forgot I ordered this. And then I got mail a package. Dude. And I opened it, and I was like, oh, my God.
You have to start doing a drunk QVC show, dude, where you just get hammered and browse the internet and buy.
I literally checked my Amazon search after it, and it was Juicy J T-shirt. This is it. You may recognize this from the Stay Fly music video.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yes.
That's also sick to write a song about staying fly. Like, all right, we got to show how fly we are. And it's like, all right, I'm going to get my skull shirt.
I'm also very, very unironically dressing completely like a wigger now, dude. Just 100%. Not changing the way I talk or act or anything different. Just the uniform I'm wearing is crazier by the day. I don't know what's happening.
No, you need to.
I don't know what's happening.
Do you have access? Do you have access to First Down apparel?
I can get it. Yeah, I've been wearing this. Like, I was into Wawa today.
Hell yeah, dude!
And I was just standing there, and I was like, I bet people are looking at me like,
which Wawa?
Aramingo.
Oh, dude, no way! People are probably
this
like,
was
nice,
perfect attire for.
Yeah.
But this is it.
You were in Kensington proper with possibly glow in the dark skull shirt. People are probably like, "Whoo!"
Yeah,
that's like what camouflage is to Harrisburg or Mechanicsville. That's pretty much Kensington camouflage, dude.
Yeah. This is what it's about. Anyway, I knew you'd be excited about this shirt.
I'm very excited.
Yeah, this is big. This is big for us. Mustache.
That's a good. I think that's an appropriate move.
Yeah.
To just, deck yourself out in that gear and just be like, and anyway, another thing.
Yeah, and here's what I don't like about the media.
Yeah. But yeah, Coop had to apologize, dude. He came out and he trashed the poor. There was I saw something on social media too. Like, someone was badgering Trumpites or whatever, Trumpians, whatever they call them. And they, like, why do all these guys who love Trump drive white vans? And it's like,
because they're working.
They're working. They have jobs that most people don't want to. Loving the workers and being like, oh, these idiots. Well, it's like, dude, you ever been on a job site? They fucking love that shit. Billy got pulled over recently, and the cop was. Billy got pulled over recently, and the cop was like, "What were you trying to storm the Capitol?" Haha, like joking. Yeah, dude.
The cop did?
Yeah, just fucking around.
Fucking racial profile.
He's like, yeah, for real, dude. For real. That's
how dare they profile?
That's fucked up, dude.
He looked at Billy and said, "Damn, that cop nailed that one."
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
that cop was exactly right.
But yeah, man, it's
the war mode left their notebook up here.
I know.
That's what this is.
I know, dude. This thing.
Tell us what. Just read me one of the notes. This is their note. This is what they're going to cover in their show.
Pizzagate never been debunked.
Also on the bottom of the other side is Pizzagate as well.
Yeah, WikiLeaks.
This is good stuff.
WikiLeaks never made up an email. How about that? I can get behind that.
Yeah, I can't listen to too much war mode or they start making a lot of sense. I've been in solitary, dude.
Have
ever
you been?
Since I had COVID-19. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I'm happy you're here, dude. That sucked.
Yeah, me too.
Life without you, man.
I know.
It's no good.
I know. I was listening to like you on other podcasts, just walking around in New York, just like, man, I miss my friends.
Baby was out there, dude.
Yeah.
Baby was out there. I was running around Sue all week, dude.
What were you doing?
Just doing podcasts.
Hanging out with other guys?
Just being a podcast whore, dude. Yeah. Just going on
Disgusting.
doing just being a slut, dude.
Yeah.
That was my college years.
Disgusting.
Dude, you know the sluts aren't making enough right now and they're pissed.
Sluts are not making enough money? Yo,
Yeah.
did you see 140,000 people lost their jobs in December and they were all women?
What?
Yeah.
Is that where that stat came from?
Yes.
Oh,
and it's just the most misleading way to present that stat.
Because I saw they were talking about, how now that like pretty much only women lose their jobs, they have to be sluts now. That was the article being like, women are losing their jobs and they have to do OnlyFans, but now there's so many sluts on OnlyFans, it's not worth any money now. So now that like, it's funny, well, you kind of think about it, it's kind of like one of those economic things where it's like, if you take away all of the taboo around like, sticking pens up your butt on the internet, suddenly it's not that valuable of a service. So so we want, it's good that we're all very sex positive now, but now you can't get like $200 an hour for just like quaking and, like peeing on your sheets or whatever people are up to on there.
Yeah, that
sucks.
Got saturated a little.
I don't want to see, the sluts in poverty, but
that was like the gold rush.
Yeah.
Just that rush of women settlers to be sluts.
Yeah, dude.
There was like, there's gold paving the streets out here on OnlyFans.
I mean, dude, that must have been so, because it's got to suck when you're a girl and you're like, all right, like you're looking at jobs, you're like $14.44 an hour, part-time, no benefits, and you're like, I could make $200,000 in half a year just showing my pussy. Nope, can't do that. It's wrong. And then they're like, no, dude, just set up a little thing. Dude, I wouldn't be able to not do that. Although I would say just, I don't want to
Would you consider masturbating on OnlyFans?
If I was a girl, yes.
If
Not
you were
as
a boy.
a guy. No.
Yeah, as a boy.
No, I couldn't do that as a man.
Really?
Not as the man of the house.
What do you have to say?
They have dude OnlyFans. You can have an OnlyFans.
Yeah,
Oh, I know that.
Like,
Lemaire's called gay porn, dude.
Yeah, man. Ever heard of it?
They're not. It's not.
What are
it's
you,
like
not
dudes
gay,
who fuck
dude?
Women. It's dudes who fuck women. It's like dudes who fuck women.
Yeah, and girls are just like spending a bunch of money watching this. Lemaire,
Yeah,
don't
they
kid
exist.
yourself.
No, not really.
Not enough to support me financially, bro.
Women love to lie about watching porn.
Yeah, trust me.
Only the biggest whores watch porn. If you're a girl who watches porn, do yourself a kindness and cut that out.
Oh, for sure.
Disgusting.
Knock it off, dude.
Disgusting.
See what happens if you're a whore? You'll become poor.
Yep.
You'll lose your boss probably knows you want to do OnlyFans, fires you. You're over there like, I don't want to do this. I could in there. Okay. Your boss says, I don't like the values you're bringing into this place.
Yeah,
I feel like
disgusting.
you want to shove something up your butt on camera.
Every day I
Get
look
out
at
of
you. I see you eyeing objects in the office. I know you're scanning. Yeah.
Damn, that's so funny if a girl just like being like, damn, I think I'm going to lose this job, and like taking bathroom breaks and just stretching themselves, just fucking fisting their, like, I'm almost there. I just got to hold this down for another week. Yeah, but apparently they're not making a lot of money as much as they thought. So now like they've just like put stuff out about themselves online, and it's not paying off.
And
welcome to podcasting.
I think yeah, true.
Welcome to podcasting.
Yeah, it can backfire.
Yeah.
But I think probably the December thing was a lot of women are in the service industry. And then once it got cold out, a bunch of businesses had to shut down.
Yeah.
Right? Isn't that
Probably,
simple?
yeah. Yeah, probably. Although there's a lot of nurses.
True.
A lot of
Business is booming.
They're crushing it right now.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not just overtime hero status.
Dying.
Taking a
Are
couple
they
L's.
dying? Are the nurses dying? I think the nurses are toughing it out.
I think they're fine, yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're getting a little sickly.
They might get
They're
sickly.
getting sickly. I think there was a doctor who died. He got the COVID vaccine and instantly died.
From the vaccine he died?
Well, the companies are like, look, that's, it could have been anything. And the wife's like, he was very healthy and took that and died a week later. So his wife's being like,
It's funny when it's the vaccine, they're like, it could have been anything.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, if he would have died of just COVID, they'd be like, it was COVID 100%.
I know.
You got to watch out for it.
Yeah, man. But yeah, so he died like a week afterwards. But the wife is being, I mean, then again, it's like, bro, I don't think you can sue drug companies for vaccines specifically.
I think that was one of the things they did with Operation Warp Speed.
Really?
Was make sure that you couldn't get sued
For
what they're putting out. I believe.
pretty tight.
I could be wrong. Because that's why vaccines, I mean, not just the science, obviously, take like decades to get done. 'Cause
Yeah.
there's also like it's a liability.
Yeah.
And I think with this, Trump Dog was like, nah, dude.
Fired up. Yeah, I wonder if he got paid.
Trump Dog?
Yeah.
You just have to assume yes.
You have to, man. If you're the president, there's not, like, dude, you could, it's within your hands to be like, not that one.
Yeah. He also freed Wheezy yesterday.
Freed Wheezy?
Lil Wayne.
For what?
Lil Wayne got a presidential pardon.
For what?
I forget I don't even know what the crime was. But.
Is this from when he had the gun on the bus?
I don't know. I could have sworn he already went to jail for that.
He did. That was like 10 years ago.
Yeah,
Trump
but it's not like
expunged his
parole.
record?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's probably what it was.
What happened?
Yeah. I think it was a felony. So you're a felony forever, right?
Yeah.
You're a felon forever?
Damn, Trump gave Lil Wayne guns?
Yes. Oh, wait. So Trump couldn't, or Lil Wayne couldn't even vote?
No.
Wait, what?
Technically, no.
So his endorsement was just like, get out there, y'all.
Yeah, Lil Wayne can legally own a shotgun, but I think that's about it.
Nice.
Yeah. Trump, dude, if Trump goes around and starts expunging rappers' records, that would be pretty cool.
He freed A$AP Rocky from Sweden.
I mean, that was big.
Got no love in return from A$AP. And as an A$AP Rocky fan, I'm a little bummed.
Yeah.
I burnt all my A$AP Rocky merch.
Did you really?
I said, that's not my rapper.
Dude, you know what I don't know where I got this thought of the other day, but for some reason I started thinking about myself at family parties when I was little, and like my interactions, like specifically with like uncles and like older just dudes I would see at like a christening party. And it was like from the ages of like 7 till about 15, I would just like at a party get randomly accosted by a guy like, come here, and like kind of threaten to kick in my ass all the time. Just, like,
always.
Just grab me like, oh, kick your little ass, dude.
Yeah.
I would just bounce between men and be like, oh, beat your ass. And then I would like run from that and then just like gorge myself on meatballs and be like,
That's
like,
exactly what it is.
Just sit in a corner and be like,
Yeah, it hurt. They would pick you up in like noogies, like hard noogies and like pinches and shit.
they would shake hands and crush my hand.
They always
crush
the
my hand, grab me, hit me, and then it would just like dude to dude, like, come here, you little shit, I'm gonna kick your ass.
Which
I'm
is
like,
funny because that's exactly what I do now to my nieces and nephews.
yeah, that's what made me think about it.
100%. I'm like, come here.
That's what made me think about
Scare
it.
them.
I was at Butterly's house, and I think it was like instinctually I saw one of his younger kid, and I was like,
You
what's
wanna
up,
rough
dude?
him up.
Yeah, I was like, what's up, bro? And gave him one of
Yeah.
those, and I'm like, that was weird.
Where
I'm
did
like,
I learn that?
and I was like, oh yeah, that's. I just instantly flash back to
Yeah.
just all my uncles being like, come here, dude. Think you're cool? Think you're tough?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Sometimes they'd make me cry. And the uncle would be like, he's being a pussy. No, I'm not. He
hit
grabbed
you with
me.
one of these, just like
Yes.
digging into your arm. It was nothing but the craziest
Wow.
fucking moves, dude.
Yeah.
And it was like as soon as I like, because I think like Butterly saw me like, come here, bro, like hitting him with the fucking like, I was just like flexing at a kid, and I'm like, why am I doing this? I was like, I just started to think about it. I'm like, damn, dude, all I had was just dudes flexing in my face, like,
Yeah.
I'll fuck you up, dude. You fucking girl. And I was just like, fuck, dude.
Yeah. He's like, you have a girlfriend yet? No, didn't think so. I was like, what the fuck, man?
Just
Like, aren't you divorced? Shut the fuck up, dude.
I would just be like above a fire hall with like dudes smoking cigarettes with a red face from pounding beers, like, you fucking bitch. And I'm like, my mom had one cousin who would only talk like the Nightcrawler. I'm like, oh yeah, come here. And he would hit me with that. The
Wait,
whole
not the Nightcrawler.
was-
He's Randy Savage.
Or he would say he was
You Macho Man?
He would say he was the Nightcrawler, but yeah, I guess he was doing it. How does the Nightcrawler talk?
Oh wait, Nightcrawler. I'm sorry. I thought you were referencing Nightstalker.
He would try to tell me. No.
He was like, "I'm the devil." Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm coming here to kill
I've
you.
got a hammer. I'm gonna kill your grandma. Yeah. Dude, he was raping those geezers too. The Nightstalker. He would come in and
Jesus,
fuck like
dude.
a night. He fuck.
Fuck.
And then when you're watching this documentary, it shows you their ages. It goes by like the victims and the ages.
Yeah.
And it'll be like, you'll see a name, and then underneath it'll be like 88. And it's like, holy shit, dude. So you lived 88 years, and then in the 88th year, a guy breaks into your house.
Oh, I thought he was saying
and
he had
starts fucking
88
you.
victims.
Oh, he had a ton of fucking victims.
Yeah,
Especially like
dude.
people he just attacked and survived. It was crazy.
Also, to be the mortician where it's like, yeah, 88 died. It's like, no problem. It's like some dude dumped a load in her and murdered her before. You're like, whoa, what?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, there's a guy
Absolutely.
going around just fucking coming in old people and smashing their heads in. It's like, the mortician's like, dude, I got lunch in like a half an. I got
Yeah.
a fucking.
It's like, no, you don't. You don't have lunch. There's a guy.
Oh, dude, imagine there's a guy who that was his job. He had to like
Collective geezers.
clean. Yeah, he had to like
Well,
clean these old ladies.
Weren't we just talking about this? Like the family has to clean it.
What?
when someone gets murdered or commits suicide,
Really?
the police and EMT don't clean.
Oh, they clean the apartment. Yeah, for sure.
So
yeah.
like all these people's like grandkids.
Yeah.
Dude, if I had to go help my grandma move before she died, and I was pissed.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. If I had to clean,
If I had to go clean up her raped remains,
no, the police take the body.
of course I know.
But I mean,
Well, sometimes there's just a lot of gunk lying around.
oh, for sure. But I would hope. I mean, that's got to be a brutal call again for the house. I mean, not only is it brutal to kill people, obviously, and rape older people, but think about the cleaning lady. Then you say the family has the means to be like, I'm calling a cleaning lady, and the cleaning lady is like,
yeah, I'll do
clean
the job.
apartment.
The house, 150, and then you're on there like anything in there, you're gonna clean it, right? And she's
Yeah.
like, yeah, of course.
All
You
right.
promise? I'm gonna need this in writing. Yeah, fine.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you had
It's
to, or
a
you
crime
call,
scene.
or you call the cleaning lady, and you're like, well, funny story.
Yeah, my wife and I got shot in the head last night, and we're gonna need someone to come in here and clean this fucking mess.
Or yeah, if you don't have the money, then like you would send in your kids, be like, we got to go clean grandmom's place, and like, why did that guy go in there and rape and murder her? And he's
Well,
like,
honey, the universe is evil.
well, it's sometimes there's people out there.
Yeah, it's a tough birds and the bees.
Oh yeah,
To like a 7-year-old, be like, Nana got murdered.
it's like, wait, did he love? I thought people love. It's like, this is different. He did not love her at all.
Yeah,
It's like I thought that's what people do when they love each other. It'd be like, sometimes if you hate somebody enough, weirdly,
yeah.
you'll do that too. But let's not wait till you get older to explain this. Oh, dude, that's horrible.
sometimes when a mommy and daddy hate each other a lot, daddy breaks in through a window and
Lays waste to
hits mommy with a hammer.
Maybe, I don't know, but maybe after it, I don't know what he does after that. Maybe he sneaks one in, but that's
Son, sometimes you got to sneak one in. All right, sorry.
yeah, that's a hellish birds
Sorry,
and bees
sorry,
talk.
yeah.
Is that included in birds? I wonder if the birds and bees talk now includes
Now it's birds and birds.
birds and
Now
birds.
it's bees and birds. There's bees who pretend to be birds that like bees. There's a bunch of them.
Well, it's also like when a man and a woman love each other very much, and also check that they're both very comfortable with the
Yeah,
surroundings
true.
going on. He might start the man might start just by like grabbing her boobs and being like, "Is this okay?"
Is this fine
That's
with
fucking
you?
hot, dude.
I actually like
Just
it.
make out, grab boobs.
I like
Are you
I like
okay with
making
this?
out and gradually being like, is this acceptable? Is this acceptable? I think it's hot. I don't know what the
So do you
complaints
hover
are.
the hand like an inch?
I do that
from
and
the
I
box.
say, what if I did this? Yeah.
Because I don't think you can like grab and be like, is it cool that I'm grabbing your vagina? I think you have to be like, put your hands near there and be like, would it be acceptable if I were to touch your vagina?
Well, we
right
kind
now?
of always have done that. When you like start to go down on a girl, like
Typically,
when
yeah.
you go to finger them,
Yeah.
if it's like you're hooking up with someone, they grab your hand if they don't want it. And it's
Exactly.
very simple.
Yeah.
Now it hasn't happened in a while,
Yeah, I was about to say. Not a lot
but
of-
when you're young, that happened.
yeah.
You
work your way down. You make out. I'm telling you, we figured this out with bases. You make out. Mm-hmm. You grab boob over you start to grab boob over the shirt. If you get smacked from boob over the shirt,
Exactly.
everything else obviously.
Now
else
it's
is
just
negative.
kissing.
No chicks gonna be like, don't touch my boobs, eat my pussy. It's like
Yeah.
you got to go through. That's where the bases are established.
Exactly.
But
But the fucking communists
destroyed the bases.
destroyed fingering.
Now you have to But I think it's pretty cool to be like, do you mind if I eat your ass? Just straight make out and be like, would it be acceptable
Yeah.
for me to eat your ass?
Ma'am.
But I think you should start 50 Shades of Grey and, dude, sex menus on first dates. Be like, would you be opposed to this? Mm-hmm. Would you be opposed to me coming quickly?
Yeah. Coming on your belly and using the towel that's hanging on my door and then snoring in your face for 7 hours.
All right. How about anal fisting?
Yeah.
But I'm not. Yeah, that's.
We have fun here.
It's gonna be fun, man. I think this new era it'll be very fun. This is my prediction. Watching people get disenfranchised within like the corporately led political system, because now everyone's all in. Everyone's just like, yeah, the government fucking rules, dude. That we were with Bush, everyone was kind of off the government bandwagon, but we're back on big time. Mm-hmm. We're just like, tell us what to do, we will do it, and it'll be funny to watch us all lose collective faith in what was essentially propaganda again. And be like, hey, I think these guys are up to something, and then immediately be like, wait, what? What's going on? Something's out to get us? Just tell us what to do. We'll stop being bad. Please, please, please.
Yeah.
It'll be fun to watch,
Yeah, I agree with that. I think that'll happen.
For sure,
I think
dude.
that'll definitely happen.
It's just cycles, man.
Who do you think's gonna be the next bad guy? I think Muslims could make a comeback.
Now
that Biden's
gonna milk.
Well, obviously white supremacists.
Yeah, white supremacists will be
for a while,
getting us for a while. Dude.
Ultra right wing militias. That'll be. Yeah, you're right.
Be fun to see. I wonder what their hideouts look like. We saw the caves.
They got a false flag at an abortion clinic bombing here shortly.
You think so?
I think we need a good false flag at that coming up.
Abortion clinic bombing.
Yeah, we haven't had those since the 90s, back when right wing.
Did we have those?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Right? That was a big thing, I thought.
That's counterproductive. You're like, hey, don't kill those kids. And you're like, we can blow them up.
Stop murdering.
Hey, abortion's murder.
Watch out.
Yeah. I think we'll have some. I don't know that they're going to fire up the, radical. But then again, I think that's up to the, the ISIS people, man. It's got to be kind of, at some point they got to be like, what's this? They think those like white dudes are they think like the white guys are killing it. They're like, let's show them what we're all about.
I think ISIS is. I don't know though, because I'll tell you what, dude. I've been seeing some ISIS videos lately, and they're the old ones. I think they're the classics, but I never really watched them. Tommy watches fucked up videos. Yeah, like death videos.
Does he?
Yes, and every once in a while I'll be like, throw one on.
Yeah.
And I don't
toss up a request.
Yeah, I'll be like, screen mirror. There's a compilation on this website. I forget what the fuck the website is. It's really fucked up, and it's a compilation of like horrible death videos.
Yeah,
and they're bad. Like I can't watch them.
No, yeah,
I'm always like, throw those on, and then I just go like this. I'm like, ooh, what is it? What is it?
Take
and I'll look up and just be like, oh my god, dude, turn it off.
So he can take them.
He sits there and goes,
oh, it's terrifying.
Yeah. I made O'Connor and him watch. I made him throw it on for O'Connor. O'Connor got through it.
Really?
Pretty well. I literally see the first one, and I'm like, all right, fuck. I used to be able to watch those. Zero problem.
Really?
Yeah.
I have too sensitive of a soul, dude.
And now it's terrible.
I can't see those things.
And I've been thinking about it, and I think you'll agree with me on this.
Yeah.
That type of, it's on par with, not on par with, but it's close. It's the closest thing to child porn right? When it comes to things we shouldn't be watching. Horrific murders on camera.
It's next on the list.
Are horrible.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
You shouldn't be watching it.
I think so. I think it's pretty bad.
It's a terrible thing. It's
also,
a sin.
What's it doing to your mind, dude?
It's doing wild shit to your mind.
Yeah, it has to fuck your brain up.
Yeah. That's why I think I stopped watching them.
Yeah.
Like 6 years ago, maybe?
Big Bill's
4 years ago.
Big Bill claims to be able to handle all that shit of like when people like mutilate their own genitals and shit.
This one's bad, dude. These compilations are like people getting stabbed.
Oh.
But like when you get stabbed, you get like you roll around and are like trying to get stopped.
Yeah, it's horrible, dude.
It's crazy.
Oh.
Yeah,
I think that's
a lot of fire ones. A lot of dudes like walking around on fire in like crowds where everyone's like, "Get away!" Just some guy on fire, like, "Oh, it's terrible."
Yeah, man. I think that's a fair. assessment.
And that's an argument I've been trying to. After I tell him to put it on, I'm like, turn this off. You're evil for this.
Well, you're just making sure. You want to see. You're Chris Hansen.
I got in
this situation. You're Chris Hansen.
I tried to get O'Connor on my side.
Yeah, just call the FBI.
He could handle it. He could handle it pretty well.
Can he take? He can take.
He could take it. I'm the only one that can't.
Damn.
They can handle it.
I mean, dude, that's
dude. One of them was a guy stabbing himself in the stomach and then jumping out of a window.
Oh.
He was Anyway.
Damn. The boys are.
That's what's going on. I was trying to watch the Flyers game.
And you're like, just toss this on just to see.
And then intermission, first and second. It was like, let's watch some
death videos.
Let's watch some ISIS beheadings. Oh, they're terrible.
Yeah, that's awful.
Sorry about that.
No. That's
a lot of death and carnage going on in the house. Nightstalker was on.
Yeah, I'm watching Daredevil. That was scary.
You're watching nice.
Terrifying, dude. Daredevil is scary as hell, dude.
Daredevil is very spooky. I agree.
Dude, you kidding me?
But then I got into a 3-6 Mafia video kick.
Was this when you guys fell off the wagon?
No, this was before This was in the end of December.
Okay. Oh, it was way back when.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah, but I did just fall off the wagon this
Was
weekend.
that from where the shirt came from?
This is where I'll tell you what. The shirt was ready to go in the garbage upon arrival.
What?
Right when I got it, I was like, all right, I got to throw this fucking trash out.
What?
When I fell off the wagon this weekend, that's when I gained the courage to break it out and wear it. And you know what? It got some decent reviews.
Yeah, dude.
And so I'm keeping it.
Yeah, dude. You made a bold fashion statement.
A lot of people are excited about it.
I'm absolutely. I couldn't be more excited.
Yeah.
about.
How's it look, dude? It's probably popping on YouTube.
It's popping, dude. It's popping.
Probably looks really good on YouTube.
It's popping, dude.
Had to put the snow hat on with it.
I mean, dude, you've been at a bit of a fashion crossroads for a minute. You know, it's hard to, you know, as a 30-year-old something young man, it's hard to know kind of what to wear because you have to make a choice at some point.
Yeah.
Either you just, you know, go the safe route, Under Armour up.
Yeah.
Get a nice Under Armour polo, tuck it in, just, you know, clutch a beer to your chest.
I've been sticking to tracksuits.
Tracksuits are nice.
Sweatpants and tracksuits.
I mean, there's also the option of going suit.
Suit
Just
is
barn dogging out and just getting suited, dude.
Yeah.
He was dressing hot for a minute.
I don't like that.
Just suit up.
Suit up.
Or just, like, you just start. You can really, honestly, it's pretty tight to know as an adult.
No, look at Noah today.
Noah got a haircut, bro. He looks hot as
No,
fuck.
look at his outfit with the jacket.
Yeah.
No, it looks cool. Lemaire got a new T-shirt. I know that's a new shirt. Yeah, I can tell when you wear a new shirt. Why'd you get that shirt? What is that? It says ballsy?
It's a pro wrestler named Shotzi Blackheart.
Yeah, all right.
Girl?
Yeah.
You're wearing a female wrestler's merch?
Yeah. She's the best.
Cut that mic, please.
Yeah, dude. That's not good. You're going to...
I'm just saving you, Lemaire.
I'm telling you, the world's going to be so shocked when they finally get black dorks.
True.
They're just going to be like, well, we thought you guys were the coolest. What the hell is this? They're not ready for that voice.
True.
The world's not ready for the black dork voice, and it's coming.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I do feel like the black nerd needs to be more unleashed. Mm-hmm. I feel like, yeah, for sure.
And it's not the black
powerful nerd.
It's not the
dude.
black nerd they try to portray it as. It's not like the smart, like Neil deGrasse.
True.
The black nerd is very much the white nerd.
Innocent
They're
free,
the
Neil,
same man.
free Neil deGrasse.
They're the same man. It's anime.
Yeah.
It's wrestling. It's fucking Smash Brothers, Super Smash Brothers, those types
Street
of games.
Fighter pizza rolls.
Street Fighter pizza rolls. Street Fighter pizza rolls. On the day after Martin Luther King Day, we're getting. That's what I'm talking about. Street Fighter pizza rolls. The dream has been realized.
100%, dude.
Welcome to the brotherhood.
That's all he wanted. He just wanted some Marvel vs. Capcom, dude.
It's all
for the boys.
It's all MLK wanted. And why can't we enjoy pizza rolls? One day,
I would live to see Blanca fight the Punisher.
I will enjoy SpongeBob into my adulthood.
Oh, dude, I remember when I got the FBI tapes on the articles about how much pussy that guy was getting. Just being like, what?
Yeah,
he was fucking. I mean,
he rules.
They claim to have him on tape.
J. Edgar was a real daredevil. He was like, I'll remain in the dark and no one will know how cool I am. This guy's having so much sex and he acts like he's a really good guy, but he's actually having a lot of sex. I'm gonna fucking tell everybody.
I just going back to sir, he got pussy again. And they're like, yeah, I knew it. You son of a bitch.
God damn it, he keeps getting pussy.
Son of a bitch. Fuck.
This guy can't stop getting pussy.
Damn, dude, that would make J. Edgar would have been who was the guy, the fucking kingpin, dude? Who was the dude from the Green Mile?
Oh yeah,
that was the kingpin. So at the end of the movie, I don't want to spoil it, but he gets his knees broken and falls, and I was like, as soon as it happened, I'm like, damn, Britt, that was the same noise he made when someone squeezed that mouse near the Green Mile.
Oh, that was bad when someone squeezed that mouse.
He squeezed that. It was the same fucking noise. Dude, it's funny. Watching him play a bad guy is pretty funny, man.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
R.I.P., by the way.
Oh, yeah. That's what Brittany said. He was dead. I was like, fuck.
R.I.P. No, that was nice, though. They had a black kingpin.
Yeah, dude.
It's good.
He was huge.
I think it's unfair that black guys can't be bad guys anymore.
True.
It's fucking crazy.
True, that sucks.
It's not fair.
Well, they had a... I'm trying to think.
It was almost like that, seeing you nod there. It was almost like that revelation. I remember I was doing shows. It was one of Keith from Up the Block shows. It was one of those movie theater shows, and a black comic was complaining about slave movies. And I remember sitting there and just being like, wait, you guys don't like these either? And they're like, fuck no. It's every movie we're a fucking pussy victim.
Yeah, dude.
And I'm like, how do you think we fucking... These things suck.
Yeah, dude, for sure.
It's like, who is this for then? White guilt. It's just white people being like, "Oh my god, look at this! Look at this!
It's
How
really Tom
bad
Hanks.
we were so bad."
Dude, I wanted the goal right now is to get enough money where I could like hire Meryl Streep, Tom Hanks, and then just write a movie that would like require them to, like, Meryl Streep would play like a Native American, Tom Hanks would just play like a super racist Southern dude, and just have like a movie that just goes nowhere, but just forces celebrities to sell their own values. I would name
so
the price.
Tarantino was doing with DiCaprio. He
True.
made him say the N-word like 1,000,000 times.
I just want to like go to the most like. Let's say like virtuous celebrities, and then write like the most horrible movie for just think of like horrible things for them to say and do, and to see like what their price is, and just be like, here you go. You could secure enough. You could secure the bag.
Dude, I watched,
Tom Hanks would put the patch on, dude. He would
forgot.
slap the swallow on and fully be like, "Urgh."
Yeah.
It's like Tom Hanks as a play it this summer. Tom Hanks as a black Nazi.
Tom Hanks is a Nazi.
Tom Hanks in blackface as a Nazi, and he's just like he wins an Oscar for it.
I'd like to see your papers. Just going around hassling people. I forgot how good fucking Ricky Gervais's Golden Globes were. You ever see that?
Oh, it was awesome.
Dude, he has a joke in there. He's like talking about, I forget what the fuck the movie is. Oh, Bird Box. He's like, the movie Bird Box came out this year where you have to ignore your surroundings in order to survive, kind of like working with Harvey Weinstein. And everyone in there was like, oh, he's like, don't fucking, you did it, not me. All of you did it.
Yeah, man.
Fuck off.
That
it was like,
was-
damn, this is actually really good.
Dude, this summer, starring Meryl Streep as a Chinese immigrant.
No. Yeah, I like that.
But yeah, dude, Ricky Gervais, I mean,
Gervais ruled on
body
those.
bagged the fucking
Yeah,
Oscars,
every
dude.
time.
You don't hear about it anymore.
No, they were good. They were good. Good stuff.
Yeah, man. I mean, this is the battle we're fighting.
Yeah.
We're gonna, let the corporate led revolution play out. It'll be fun. People will be like, "What's that, Nabisco? You got my back? Nice."
Oreos.
Well, I take it to the streets.
Yeah.
Dude, whenever I take it to the streets and revolutions, I'm so happy that like internet providers have
Sony?
Yeah, like
I'm like, oh, nice. 5G.
yeah. Apparently we're getting some 5G. Apparently it's coming.
I draw the line at 4.
Really?
I'm a 4G guy. 5
Trying to
is
say
too powerful and dangerous.
They're trying to say 5's coming, dude.
I think 5's here.
Yeah, I don't know if we're like. Let me check myself.
I think I get very happy when I see 5G on my phone.
I only have LTE. Fuck.
I don't even know what that is. What's LTE?
I don't know, dude. All I have is LTE.
I got the Wi-Fi, bro.
Do you really?
You don't have the Wi-Fi?
No, I'm not on. I have unlimited data, so I stick it to my Verizon. I just rock on data as hard as I can.
Really?
Yeah, I use up as much data as I can.
Do you get decent? I don't have enough. I don't get enough service for that. Sometimes my service is crud.
Really?
Yeah, especially my apartment. And every once in a while, the internet goes down when I'm trying to visit adult websites.
Really? You're just doing what the governor told you to do.
Visiting adult websites?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what the governor of Pennsylvania was
Yes.
like. Go on OnlyFans. He's like, just please go on OnlyFans.
Also watched. This is a good episode. Just things I watched. Also rewatched Love on the Spectrum.
Is it
It
hold
still
up?
rules. Who was underrated? Mark.
Oh yeah.
Mark was the most underrated. I mean,
think so?
Kelvin, incredible.
I don't know, man.
Kelvin's
is
incredible.
A star.
The point when he brings up the anime drawing that he had of like tits and stuff, and he's like, "Okay, that's enough." And they're like, "Do you want us to leave?" He's like, "Yes, please, thank you." It's like clearly he's just like he clearly got horny, and he's like, "You have to leave now, please."
Dude, I at least once a week while I'm showering go, "I'm waiting patiently," and I laugh to myself at least once a week.
I am waiting patiently.
I do it once a week, or if I'm just like, be like, "What's for dinner?" And Brittany will be like, "Oh, I think I'm gonna do this." I'm like, "I'll wait patiently." And she's like, "Would you go away from me, you fucking weirdo?"
Oh man, what do boyfriends and girlfriends do? And the dad's like, hugs and kisses, and she's like, "Do you want to do hugs and kisses?" He's like, "Yes, very much." Yes. Oh, but Mark always.
Kelvin's top,
Mark
dude.
sits down and tells you about the weather. That's step one. He sits down and he goes, "I mean, what a lovely day to sit here with some friends." And then he's like, "It's just like Mother Nature is giving you a big hug." And he was on a date with an autistic girl who was like, "Yeah." Like she wasn't. He's like, "Wow." He goes on that pussy date with his boy to talk pussy.
Yeah.
You remember that? Mark sits down.
Oh,
him
yeah.
and his boy go to a coffee shop and he's like, "So how are the dating sites for you?" And
That
he's
was-
like, Not good. He's like, oh, you'll find the one. She's out there. I believe that. Mark's the fucking man.
Yeah, he rules, dude.
Yeah.
Mark fucking rules.
They're all great warriors.
Dude, the one guy I got kind of, they dick teased me on the first guy who was like, and I will find my queen.
Michael,
dude.
Yeah.
That was like, I thought that was,
we'll find her.
I thought it was just about her.
Yeah,
Just about
R.I.P. to
him.
that lady he loved.
Who died?
That lady just died.
What?
The Gilligan's Island lady. You remember the guy? He
Right,
was like, he jizzed to meet.
He brought, I mean, dude, first of all,
brought a date to show his dream girl.
brought a date to his dream girl.
Decent date, by the way.
Yeah, dude. Dude, yeah.
Things were going well there. I thought things were going well. And then
So
they
did I.
split up at the Comic-Con, and I was like,
That's also,
tough.
that's, yeah, exactly. That's
They had
tough.
things to do. They both actually had things to do.
Yeah, that's
Going
tough.
to Comic-Con isn't like time to fuck around.
No, not at all.
It's time to like you get the things done you need to get done.
Yeah,
because there's
basically-
no way you're gonna sit there and like pretend to go. Like the girl was never gonna be able to sit in line at Gilligan's Island when there's a fucking Venom of guy dressed as Venom walking around.
Yeah, that's like Home Depot for autistic people. It's like as practical. You're like, well, I gotta go in there. I gotta see Batman.
Well,
I gotta see-
I'm gonna have to check that out. I don't know if we're gonna have enough time for this. Yeah, it's like okay, we'll split up. We'll meet back at the Hello Kitty.
Yeah. No, that date's over, dude.
Yeah.
So,
Anyway.
dude, here's something. This might scare you, but if someone hit me to a remote viewing app, so I'm in a tournament right now of remote. You know what remote viewing is?
No.
So remember the one time I told you I was on the elliptical and I was trying to like view where you were and what you were doing? Mm-hmm. So if I'm like somewhere, if I'm not at a place to be able to try to visualize what's going on there, like what's contained there,
Yeah.
it's called remote viewing. It's a skill. That was the day, I don't know if you remember.
Yeah.
I hit you at the time and you said I was in your dreams, which
Yes.
I might have just been,
No, I remember that.
I might have gone beyond remote viewing.
Yes.
Dude, so I've been doing this app and I've been
You haven't even tried to remote view me since, but whatever.
I was telling Brittany about it the other day. I was like, I've tried to pull the boy up a couple times.
You're trying to remote view me? It's
I've
pretty easy.
I try to pull you up.
I bet
on
you
it.
could remote view me very easily. Sitting here going, that's it. Or watching,
Dude, I
memes.
have to give you my results are, and I don't want to scare the viewers. I'm still the same guy I've always been. I'm psychically capable. Dude, look at this history. So it's the thing. This is how it works. So you get remote viewing tournament. It's an app on your phone, and you get these. So it'll just give you a number. So you have like a number, so you can match it to the image. So you write down the number on a little sketch pad, and then you predict what you're going to see.
Okay.
And it flashes you two images, and only one of them is the correct one. So you have to connect with the version of yourself in the
But
future.
this is not real.
What are you talking about, dude?
Okay.
Let me just show you. Let me show you something, dude. Let me show you my history. So
How much of you believes that this is?
Dude,
there's something behind this.
okay, I'll show you my
Truthfully.
100%.
Okay.
Let me show you my history. So this
So
is
you believe you can predict?
So and it's not like 1-to-1. It's just you can start. Look, so this is my prediction. I write down the serial number. I just an image. I close my. I slow my mind and just an image comes to me of just a bunch of little circles, and then I get a sense that there's green somewhere in the picture. So, and there's the thing. They show you two images. Sometimes you see the one that's not the one, and you get it wrong. It's very common. So here's the outcome, dude. Target image. What do you see? That's how you pick it. So I drew little circles, and I thought green. Bam, it's obviously this thing of rocks with the grass. I was correct. It's no big deal. It's remote viewed. It's not a problem. Dude, explain this one. All right? This is all. I don't see any pictures.
So what's the serial number that you're writing down?
That's so you can match the image
Match
to
the
prove.
image. Okay, cool.
So I write down the serial number.
You wrote elephant, cobblestone, well.
Yeah, dude. And again, it's not perfect, but check this out. What's the image, dude? Fucking elephant, dude. A fucking elephant. So I pick elephant, wrong. It was actually this one. But they said a lot of times you
But what's that other image there for? Just to kind of help you?
So they'll show you two images.
I'll give you a cobblestone well on that bridge too. That tunnel.
Well,
That's
the
pretty
problem
close.
is they say you'll see both of them, but you got to get good enough where you connect yourself to start
Okay.
seeing.
Let me
correct
try one.
We'll try one for real. So then I'm getting feedback in 68 minutes on last night. So then I did another one. This is kind of weird. It was things where the beach, a bird in sand, and then I had like a little outer space image, a little broad scope, I'll say.
Sure.
Then the image, dude, fucking what do I see?
Bird.
But a motherfucking bird. I select it. I'm right. So I
So
did one.
you're
I'm like a baby remote viewer. I still have a lot to learn.
You're a psychic.
I have psychic capabilities. You know, it depends on. Obviously, I'm not like I can't do telekinesis, but I'm like, dude, fucking elephant. What's the fucking possibility of me predicting?
Watch,
Crick?
I'll get one.
All right, we'll play today's round. We should play today's round. And we'll do the results in the not to be a teaser, but play today's round. All you get's a blank pad, bro.
Okay.
What
and I just write down what I'm going to say?
You can take this notebook, dude. I mean, is it fake?
And just any words at all?
You got to close your eyes and connect with the version of yourself in the future that's going to see the image. Like, get the image.
I've already connected. I know the answer.
Go ahead, write it down. You can draw. Even if there's little shapes or things, you can draw kind of what you think that is. I don't want to do it. I need you really need to get in kind of a deep meditative state to do this. So I don't want to.
Done.
What you got? Traffic light, blue. Hell yeah. I'm just for the sake of it.
I promise that's the answer.
I'm gonna go.
I've already seen the future.
Have you really?
Show today's result.
All right, let me see if I can tap into. I don't know why I'm getting a beach ball. I don't think it's correct, but I'm getting some sort of tool in the earth, so I'll draw that there. But this
tool in the earth.
This one does. This one doesn't count.
All right. So did they teach you how to give vague answers?
No. So no, not at all. So they said use your slider. Say how confident are you? Oh, they're not going to show me the image actually.
Oh, what? Why not?
Yeah.
When do you get the image result?
You get it in like a couple hours. My settings are fucked up. God damn it. Hold on. It'll show me. I think my settings are fucked up.
What's the name of this app?
RV Tournament.
Okay.
RV Tournament.
Nice.
It's fucking rules.
So
dude.
it's you versus other clairvoyants.
So if you get a certain level, they'll give you like $10 or something. They'll pay you. If you start to do
They'll pay you?
The guy who started this, he said it's only been like slightly over 50%, which is to be expected.
But you can show me any picture right now and that'll hold up because I was channeling me in the future.
We'll see. It depends.
You can just do any random result.
How so? If it has nothing to do with either of these, and then you have to select the correct one. So it's more so than just chance because you get two images. So you can't just be like, oh, I think I kind of saw that because one of those is fake. So I think that's how they do it.
Okay.
And this guy said he's gotten with I think 55. He's using the people who do the best on this. He's been able to predict NASDAQ at correctly 55% of the time. Pretty tight. I mean, it's almost, I think, significant.
And you genuinely?
Dude, how the fuck did I know it was going to be an elephant? I literally said elephant. Pretty weird.
That is weird.
It's fucking weird.
I'll give you that.
And then I just saw like a bird's foot, and I was like, I don't know, like bird. So it's not perfect, and it's not one-to-one. Dude, the elephant one.
I just kept seeing a blue sky. That's all I was thinking.
Dude, the elephant one fucking spooked me. Let me change my account because god damn it, that's what it was. I need the normal judgment.
I can't believe you didn't foresee this problem.
Hey, dude, I look. Don't be jealous that I'm psychic, dude.
Wait till you see this fucking traffic light.
I can't.
With a blue sky.
I'm so pissed that I didn't have it so I could reveal it right away. That would have really made my day.
I was just thinking of random internet images. It's always click the traffic light.
Oh, of like Robo stuff? I'm getting feedback in 62 minutes. I'm getting feedback in 62 minutes on last night.
We'll find the answer
last
on
night
Patreon.
I did it while dumping. So I was like, I wonder how
bad do you want me to be? If I'm right, what will that do for you?
I'll be pumped, honestly. Well, the idea is it's not really it's just something like if you completely relax your mind, there could be states of consciousness that we're just not in touch with. So it's like maybe I could see stuff in there. I don't fucking know. I don't put that stuff out of my head. I don't say it's impossible. Again, dude, fucking elephant, man. How?
That's impressive evidence.
That's crazy. That's evidence.
And you did will yourself into one of my dreams.
I'm just saying.
Stop doing that.
I might peeking on you.
You can't peek on people like that.
But I'm telling you, man, it's the elephant one freaked me out. The bird one last night, I was like, holy shit, that's kind of weird. The circles and the and the range, I was like, yeah, okay, that's kind of vague, but still, that wasn't one.
I saw it. Circles and green. I'll give you that one.
I was like, that's kind of weird.
That's fair. I'll even give you the well on the cobblestone well on the elephant one.
Yeah, I mean,
you were close with that.
Kinda,
with that fucking stone bridge.
Yeah, man. So either way, but I'm pissed I couldn't show the thing. But dude, RV tournament's it's just fun to do. Honestly, it's like it comes up on your phone like once a day, so it's a fun thing to do.
That sounds fun. I'm in. I like it.
I'm
excited to see the result.
I'm trying to get high up on the leaderboards.
Yeah.
And then reveal myself.
Be like, I'm actually known psychic.
There's professional
known
viewers.
Racist psychic.
Dude, the CIA studied this.
Really? Yeah. The men who stare at goats and all that shit?
Yeah, man. And there's someone just hooked me up with, there was like someone came up with something that was basically like the training program the CIA developed to like get good at remote viewing. So I'm gonna try to get nice at it. It's part of that's my 2021's remote viewing, collecting rocks.
Yeah, what do you go? I listened to the Dad Meet episode you and Wes did.
Yeah.
It was good. It was nice. It was
Thanks,
motivating.
Man. Thanks, dude.
Yeah. I like to hear you in that world.
I love it, dude.
Where people aren't being critical of you and you can speak freely.
It pumps me up, dude.
And it's warm, it's accepted, it's praise. People are like, wow, dude, that's incredible.
Yeah, man. It's a 2021
made me
vision.
think like, man, maybe I should be more supportive. Like right now I'm working hard to pretend that I believe you're a psychic.
Me too.
It's funny. Last night, like to be going on a walk and like setting a goal of being like, fucking don't be hard on him if he comes at you with an idea. And then today you present fucking psychic, and I gotta sit here like,
dude, explain elephant to me.
Wow.
If there's a thing that says
elephant's great, and that's
weird,
big.
bro.
That elephant piece of evidence,
and that's
is
proof.
Keeping this
you
alive.
saw me. All I had was the blank page.
I saw it.
So
I seen it.
What the fuck am I to make of that?
I don't know.
It's crazy, but
we'll figure it out.
But yeah, dude, the 2021. I'm right now. I'm super into conscious living in terms of
what are your goals? You guys, I listened to it,
dude.
And are they just too personal?
No, not at all.
All right,
dude.
So I listened to check out the Dad Meet episode of Matt and Wes on there, and you guys were talking about like setting goals. So, like, what type of goals are you talking about?
So right now, you do them in like a bunch of different domains, like different domains. So you want to do like health, wealth, finances. You do them so you get like really specific. And I'm trying to do a home edition. So that was my thing. I'm like trying to figure out build like a thing.
Have cool shit in your house?
No, just so we can have more kids. But also be cool. So we need like more space. So figure out how to do all that.
Expand the house. Build
expand
another
the house.
level.
Get nice at identifying rocks. That's one of my goals.
I know that's been a goal.
I've
been
really
hearing rumblings of that being a goal of yours.
Yeah, I'm really
identifying rocks.
I went from meteorology to geology really quickly.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
I hate geology.
Do you really?
Yeah.
So you want to hear about my big quartzite haul this weekend?
When I was a kid, I was a big fan of quartz. That was the one I could identify.
Yeah. I
would go around and try to identify quartz.
Yeah.
That was big for me. That was the only rock I could ever
What
identify.
happened? Why do you hate rocks now?
I don't know. I just took geology in college, and I fucking hated it.
Did you guys get to collect rocks?
Yeah. Although in 5th grade we went to like a fossil field trip.
Mm-hmm.
There was like a place where you could dig up fossils. That ruled.
That's what I'm saying.
That was fun.
That's what I'm saying.
But that's what we should do.
I think
that should be your bachelor party.
Fossil hunting?
Go down to an old fossil place.
Bro, don't tempt me, dude. Don't tempt me. I've been looking at the Pennsylvania geological survey, identifying good spots to go and fucking find cool rocks and shit. I think you're on a big thing of like an unspecified. I don't know if you're on like a real kind of crystal deposit where you grew up. I grew up on like garnet, like literally like garnet mines. So it's like I'm around like dark. I grew up around like underneath or with like dark crystals above me or below me. Excuse me.
Dark crystals.
Yeah, so
now
I grew up in a geologically
pseudoscience geology and the fucking garbage geology.
Dude, it literally tells you on your thing what's underneath you, like what the.
No, I know, but like you're talking about the dark crystals actually having like a dark magical effect.
No. I grew up in a geologically exciting environment where I think.
Oh, okay.
I think up around you might just be like a bed of shale.
Close to the mountains up there. Yeah,
it could be. You could be
coal
on some
region action.
limestone. Maybe some diamonds over yonder. Let me see. I want to see what the rock type. Oh no, but sorry, I won't get into that. But the goal stuff really is just kind of, for me, like it eliminates the feeling of like what am I doing like with my life and day. Like I'll get into a thing where I just start like going from like tab to tab on a browser, just and then I start being like, what am I doing? And I start like just freaking out. So I've been starting to like map my days out very consciously, and dude, it eliminates like 90% of it.
Yeah, that sounded good. I was listening to that, and I was like, we got to do that. Because here's mine right now.
Yeah.
See if you can ride the Peloton today. It's like, you know what? Gets around 9 o'clock. I'm like, there's always tomorrow.
So, dude, one of the tech, because that's the whole thing. Like, because I've been trying to take command of my day forever. Like, I literally, I was like, I wish I could just wake up and like.
Well, it was nice when we worked. That was a way better way to have, like.
True.
It was nice. Then you come home and you're like, yeah, I'll fucking make dinner and play video games.
Exactly.
Awesome. Maybe read.
When you're in charge of your own schedule.
But when you have literally nothing on the schedule, especially when you get COVID-19, when you get diagnosed with dreaded disease, COVID-19, Then it's like you can't even like. I feel bad going out at all.
Yeah.
Obviously that was different, but that was 2 weeks of just like. That was weird.
Are people still shunning you?
No.
Wait,
No
were
one.
they? Were they ever? I'm sorry.
No.
Yeah.
No one really did. Yeah, because everybody that was at that party I went to got tested negative.
So you
and
were-
O'Connor and Tommy just accepted their fates. They went
Brave.
down with the ship.
That's very
which
brave.
I do. Yeah, I
That's
did
very
appreciate.
brave, yeah.
And neither of them got it.
Yeah.
God rewarded their fucking bravery.
100% rewarded their loyalty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah, not having anything to do is actually. I mean, it's not hard. It's the easiest thing in the world,
I'd
which
say it's
makes
difficult,
it shitty.
dude.
Yeah,
I think, dude, yeah, that's what I'm getting as I'm older. It's like if you don't have a clear purpose, it's like shit starts to get really weird.
yeah.
That's
what you know. I don't want to be one of the guys that's like I need stand up, but like
Yeah.
that was my thing. That's what
Yeah.
I was doing.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That's human beings, dude. We're the only creatures who need to like make sense out of the things. You know, we can't just like come and eat. You know, we'll come and eat stuff, and we could. It's not
You
all.
can.
Some
That's
of us.
what I've been doing.
Some, you know, again, it's like the classic
That's
Scarface
been-
scene.
Yeah,
And you're
I've
like,
been coming and eating.
is this all there is, dude? Coming and fucking sucking asses.
Yeah,
But yeah, dude, that's the 2021 move, dude, of taking full command of the day. And you know, the thing with the Peloton too is pretty cool. There's a thing called like elastic habits where it's like, say you're not going to do like, you know, 4 fucking hours or like an Olympic level thing.
Yeah.
You put a calendar and then you say like, all right, I can have a thing where I do 10 minutes of it. There's another level if I do 30 minutes. Maximum level is me doing it for an hour.
Yeah.
So you just do it for 10. If you're not going to do it at all, you just do it for 10 minutes, and then you have a calendar where you put like a color coded sticker versus like which level thing. And you
they
look
have
back
it
at the
on
month.
the app.
Do they really?
Yeah,
Exactly. It's
They have
called
your calendar.
It's called Elastic Habits, dude.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal. It's
and
not
it
a big
rewards
deal.
you for how many days you do it. And then now they're doing that. There's a thing where it's like programs. Mm-hmm. It's good.
Dude, I'm
It
telling
gives
you.
you a program. It's like
People
hey, do
need
this.
it. People need it, dude.
Yeah, I need it. And I mean, fuck.
I had a long period in my life where I didn't have to go to work and stuff. And dude, it would just start to like fuck with me, dude.
Yeah.
You get full. I got a taste of like retirement, kind of, well, sort of. I'm selling drugs, but the but the like, you know, I had the whole day
So
to
that
myself.
also makes you wonder, like, if those old women were appreciative of a guy coming in the window with a hammer and being like, "All right, no more hanging out, no more hanging
prices
out."
right.
Yeah.
I thought you said whether they're
Release
selling
me
drugs.
from this hanging out.
Yeah, I think once you're 70, it might rule. But
Hanging out?
I
I
mean,
doubt there's any like internal
No,
pressure.
it's gotta suck, dude.
No, I bet hanging
Dude,
out
going to the
rules.
same store for like 70 years, and you're just kind of like, here I am again at this fucking place, eating like, dude, like there can't be. It's
I
like
don't know. I bet that inner drive of like I need to do something. I need to.
True.
succeed. I bet that starts to if you have no like drive at all
Mm-hmm.
to like I need to prove something to some
Sure.
like you know
Yeah.
if that's gone, chilling rules.
True, if that's removed,
You know,
yeah.
it's like when
I
you
was trying to think
it's
about
like when
that.
you accomplish something and then when you're done, you
Yeah.
can do whatever and you're like, nice, good day today.
Yeah.
I bet that's how it feels with life. You're like, oh, nice, I did it.
Yeah, I don't have to.
Now I'm fucking chilling.
It would be nice to have absolutely zero ambition
And
and
then-
just like wait till something exciting and be like, oh, sweet, this is awesome. Oh, nice.
What a nice treat.
But imagine, like, dude, imagine your like 700th burger. You're 80 and you're munching a burger. You're like, it has to lose the excitement at some point. Like burgers,
Burgers, dude.
Home Improvement
What are you
reruns. You're like,
talking
I've
about?
seen this rerun 400 fucking
Reruns
times.
get time. You think burgers are wearing off on anybody?
I don't
Come
know,
on, bro.
Sometimes I get
You've
that.
had
I
700
eat shit.
burgers.
I eat shit. True, I love burgers every single time.
you've had so
I think it's
many
like
burgers.
jerking off. I think as long as you don't have a burger for a while,
Yeah.
then that burger's gonna be. I think you're right about that because I sometimes I just get sick of eating and I like eat shit. I'm like I don't even care about food anymore,
Yeah.
dude. I think that's just depression, but
That's depression. In my
even care
case,
about
occasionally
food.
it's Adderall.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't even want to eat. I haven't eaten today. I should eat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, that's what I've been doing. And, dude, it's funny too because like a lot of that stuff gets a really negative rap, and then you try it and you're like, damn, this fucking rules, dude.
What, chilling?
No, I'm talking about
burgers.
mapping your. No, dude, I'm talking about mapping your day out.
What about chilling and burgers?
They rule too, but
Chilling
as a
and
reward.
burgers rules.
As a reward, I've been mapping my day out and just like crushing like
Yeah.
to-do lists and projects, and it's like feels good.
That's nice.
So otherwise, I would just fucking like. I would like vaguely not do anything all day and be like, Brittany, leave me alone. I'm fucking working. I'm busy.
Yeah.
I'm fucking podcast. And I would just like be a fucking dick. And then I would be like, I can't come upstairs yet. I'm not done. Because I would have sat on the
Yeah.
line all day being like, what the fuck am I doing with myself?
Yeah.
But now it's like, dude, I fucking 5 o'clock.
Now imagine there's no Brittany and it's just O'Connor. You just turn on him occasionally.
True.
You're just hanging out and then finally like, what the fuck are you looking at? Just occasionally just spaz on O'Connor. That's what happens. Yeah. All right,
man.
we gotta switch
Yeah,
over.
slip to the page.
Got some shows coming up. Let me know if you want to do any of these.
Yeah, let me know. Hit me with the dates.
Well, you can't do this one.
Obviously.
28th, 29th, 30th, 31st of January, San Antonio. LOL, San Antonio.
Nice.
4th, 5th, and 6th of February, Good Nights in Raleigh, North Carolina. 19th and 20th of February, Arlington Draft House in D.C. March 12th, 13th, Helium, Indianapolis. 19th, 20th, Helium, Buffalo. 26th, 27th. This is the one you should come to. Crown of Comedy in Auburn. If you ever wanted to film that special of me,
Where's Auburn?
Auburn, Alabama.
Oh.
It's I believe Crown of Comedy is a urban club.
Oh, dude.
If you ever want to film that special, this could be it.
I might. I might, dude.
Yo, motherfuckers ever be so much pussy? I said, come on.
It's going to be very hard for you not to do that there.
I will do that. I will do that. I've been watching, dude. There's Philip Rivers, one of the best quarterbacks of all time.
Yeah.
He doesn't swear. He has like 9 kids.
Respect
You'd
that.
love this guy.
Hell yeah.
He's great. And he does mic'd up and he spazzes. Every single game he spazzes. And it's always like he's like a kid. But there's one clip. It's very funny. It's just fun to hear a dude like spaz that's like, dadgummit. He says dadgummit a lot. He says, golly. But there's one play, a defensive end tackles him. He just threw the ball. He gets hit while he's throwing it. While he's laying on the ground, the receiver breaks it for 90 yards.
Yeah.
And Philip Rivers stands up. He's like, 90 yards, touchdown. And he walks like a little kid. Like he's excited. He's like, oh. And this DN, who's this like giant black dude, is like, man, get out of here. And like the ref comes over and he's like, you see how 17's yelling in my face? And the ref like pushes Philip Rivers and is like, get the fuck out of here. Like pushed him. He's like, oh. He's screaming. And then he's like, I will. He's like, I'm not allowed to be excited. He starts yelling that to the DN, and the DN's like, yeah, just don't do it in my ear. And he switches from being like, ooh, I'm not allowed to be excited. And then he goes, just don't do it by my ear. And he goes, I will do it by your ear. It's the craziest thing, dude. It's so funny. He's like, yeah, man, have fun. Just don't do it by my ear. I will do it by your ear. And he jogs off. It's great. Just that spaz, man.
I didn't think that was like a possible altercation that would be had on the field. I thought it was just more like, fuck you, pussy. Fuck.
Yeah, it's always just like, yeah,
Well,
all right, good play, but like, don't yell in my face. I'm gonna yell. I'm gonna yell in your ear. That's what I do.
Dude, not cursing
And then not
unlocks you to be able to.
Dadgummit.
I will. Maybe I will yell. Rather
I
than,
will be
"You
enthusiastic."
fucking pussy bitch. You're like, I'm gonna yell in your ear,
Yeah.
and you can't stop me. Hell yeah.
That's exciting stuff.
That pumps me up.
All right, guys. Thank you for listening.
Yeah, man.
San Antonio, come to that show. Oh, actually, hold your horses.
What you got?
Could be breaking news right now. Hold on. Maybe I'll release it on the Patreon.
What you got? Something else going on?
Yeah, I'm thinking what I'd like to do, and I think a lot of people would like this,
Yeah.
is doing perhaps a bi-weekly show at Helium in Philly, where we just get us and our friends together and we do a comedy showcase of guys like Dab Meat, Wood, Six and Shaner,
That'd be awesome.
Tommy, McKeever.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah, just throw the dogs on there.
Yeah, it'd be fun. Just do a showcase bi-weekly.
So fun.
Come down on a weeknight.
Oh, just letting people rip like
Yeah.
a hot 5 to 10, dude.
Exactly. And then bring down some secret New York guys sometimes. A little surprise soda, a little surprise.
Whoa.
You know?
Whoa.
That's what I'm working on right now with Helium Comedy. That was one of the tightwads. Tightwads are, they're doing what they do.
Loving it, dude.
They just lowballed me pretty good. They just got hit with a good lowball, but
you
that's
really?
fine. Yeah. So I was like, just give me enough money that I can just split it every week evenly with everybody. And it's somewhat worthwhile.
Yeah.
Because I think we'll sell it out pretty regularly.
Probably,
And
yeah.
I'd like it to gain into a thing where people are like, oh, shit, this is good stand-up that we can see.
Yeah.
You know?
Regularly, yeah.
Like occasionally Rich Voss will be there.
The fucking
some legends.
The headmaster. I can't believe we got fucking
maybe
domed.
Lemaire will get a spot. Lemaire, is this something you're interested in, what I just said? Yeah?
Yeah.
Wow, kind of big time in you, dude.
Yeah, what's this? What was that move? What are you trying to do there? What's that? Yeah. That's what you get. You just busted that chair. That's what you get for your insolence. Why would you do that towards me? Why would you treat me like that? I'm trying to get excited. And I will be excited about it.
No, I'm hyped, dude. I'm super hyped for it.
All right. Well, I promise you, you're never going to be on it.
I think Lemaire thought you were setting him up for a fall.
I wouldn't say that's what I'm trying to get out of him, but I think he was just kind of like, nobody cares about this idea.
Damn, he was big time in you.
Dude, fuck helium.
Oh, is that what this is? Why is that?
No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Well, those are the bad jokes.
Yeah, what's your beef with helium?
Helium rocks. What, because you guys keep asking to work there and they don't work you?
Helium's cool. Helium's cool. Helium's cool.
I don't know about that.
Well,
I don't like that.
We'll see what happens, dude.
Salty attitude out of some of our guys. Dag gummit.
I can't believe it.
All right, I'll stop talking.